I didn't post on Twitter that we're live before we went live. Also, we started our stream immediately with me saying shit, which would be bad if we're trying to monetize this. We are not.
Just getting into good habits.
Everyone, we are live for our Neon Spice sticker drop stream. Wait, did I just do the wrong? I just did the wrong fucking Twitch.
The stickers on this listing look way better than the ones previously.
There's also a little out of focus, I think.
Oh yeah, I see the orders here and it's like, damn, KY, stepping up.
I can't tell if it's because I cropped it or if the original focus was off, but I think it's a little soft on our advertising.
For which one?
Picture on
maybe like a sharpening pass. I wanted to do like a couple edits with like text like we were talking about, but I gotta figure out what's going on with my like Fusion. It just freezes up every like a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds even. Marcy, there's not even anyone there right now.
that is pretty close, but like I feel like it's a little fuzzy on the. You can tell more so on the less shiny one, but that so focus is a little soft. To my eyes, I don't know. You're a visual person, but that looks not totally focused to me.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like part of that is also that there is a bit of like glow on the actual print, so if it is a little like fuzzy from the like glow around the like.
I feel like in real life it doesn't look that fuzzy,
but in real life it's pretty sharp. It does look a little fuzzy, especially the left one.
I think it's just slightly out of focus. It still looks better than a previous photo, but if I'm being hypercritical. It's on
the raw image
Space,
like
NFT.myshopify.com. The sale is not live for another 4 minutes and 42 seconds.
Valorant, what up, Priscilla? You got mint 1 last time, or number 1. I guess it's not a mint, but it was signed and numbered by Paul.
I feel like mint came from the physical space before the digital space, right?
I guess
mint comes from tokens and currencies, though, more so.
Yeah, you mint like currencies. Yeah.
What do you call it? Like in the
print number 1. Number? Yeah, would you call it mint 1? I don't think so. Like
for like guitars and stuff, it's just you call it the serial number. Like,
oh yeah, so you can get like serial number 1.
Generally, that's not how guitar manufacturers label stuff, but potentially that's how they labeled it. A guitar neck is more likely to be like F067932 or something, and then it's like that was a bad example, but like the last 4 numbers, like if it's like 92, it's like, oh, that was from 1992, but then all the numbers before that are just like gibberish that are not starting from
okay, I gotcha.
And if you get really interviewed with guitar collectors, there's people that are straight up like, oh, I know that like the made in Mexico guitar serial number like 1936 to like 6432, those were actually made in America because the Mexico Fender factory burned down in 1994. They had to actually ship the Mexican parts to the American factory, and they built it in America. So those are actually made in America, even though they say they're made in Mexico. Like, there's weird stuff like that where like collectors will know certain serial numbers will be like much more valuable than others. So if you're just casually like looking on Craigslist and stuff, you can be like, oh, this person mislabeled this shit, or like a 1989 Japanese Fender, this guy's fucking up selling that for $400. That's $800. So like, that's the closest I got to like collector stuff when I was like music stuff. I actually know a bit about, but We have a
Irish is like, what's up with the autistic videos? First of all, it's for ADD, not for autism. So I resent that. And it's
hey,
because
I
we
don't know.
can't stay
Autistic
focused.
people might like this too. Shout out to our autistic
I
friends.
guess that's fair. Yeah, I don't know.
On the spectrum, not on the spectrum. Hopefully you enjoy this.
Also, the squishing stuff is my favorite. The top left, I love it. I don't know. I like
Valor
it.
and
It's just
Vellum
like
also, we have our store set up just to like the sales tax is being collected based on the customer's location, based on our store's location. We just have it automatically set up through Shopify. So I don't know if that's doing what you're doing, but should be figuring that out for us because I'm too dumb to figure out tax. So Shopify is supposedly figured it out. Our store is also based in Washington State, so technically we're paying Washington State taxes, not California State taxes. So this might be slightly
true.
different tax laws.
Boosting the Washington State economy with our sticker sales, baby.
But
Irish is spectrum, he says. I feel like we all are if we're like
if you're
degen.
wondering, Irish, this is a like trend on TikTok. Like on TikTok, when people are doing commentary videos, they just have all this random like ADHD stuff going on because young people can't focus for more than like 6 seconds. So if you're trying to explain a concept that takes more than 30 seconds to explain, you put some satisfying videos on the side. Wait, that side. The kids might stick around. It trends on TikTok, and I don't know. I watch a couple streamers that do it, and I thought it was funny, so I tried to emulate it for our stream. It honestly started just like half the time I do stuff just because I want to figure out how the tech works. Like I was just seeing how this was possible, more so than me being like, hell yeah, this is like a staple for stream.
Yeah. We do that, Priscilla. We like account for like where the stuff gets bought and where it's sold and then do all the taxes outside of Shopify.
Yeah, it's also the taxes are being added on top of our prices, so they add the prices after. So that's like an option on Shopify. So we should be holding aside any taxes we need. Like that should be being collected by Shopify. Like it shouldn't be on top of what we're getting paid. Hopefully, assuming we did it right. That's why Mark's on our team because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I was like, "Is this how this works, Mark?" And he said, "Yes." So blame Mark if it turns out wrong.
Irish, how did the kids make the list? The kids are getting. I mean, TikTok and crypto I could see, but why are we banning the kids now?
I don't use TikTok, but I also don't really give a shit if the Chinese government has my data. Like, what am I doing that's going to tip the Chinese government off to, like, I don't know. Congrats, I like cute cat videos.
Yeah. I mean, to be real, I feel like there's a lot of lobbying money coming from Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg to help ban TikTok and pass that type of legislation. That'd be good business for Facebook.
I don't even use TikTok though. Like I've never been interested in TikTok. I know it.
Yeah.
Like my exposure to TikTok is people posting TikTok videos on YouTube. So like I say with my exposure to Vine. I know Vine because there's Vine compilations on YouTube, but I don't actually use the app, and nor have I ever. TikTok.
I think Paul would be a little disappointed. He has like 380,000 TikTok followers on his TikTok account, which is, I mean, he also has like 200 something thousand on Instagram. So it's not like it would ruin his like momentum, but it would definitely take a bite out of his biggest like audience. Oh yeah,
so
Irish Paul does.
If you look up
daily
live, before we get too
Paul
off the rails, it is first come first serve. We deliver. This is what we were talking about earlier. The mint, the serial number, the manufacturing number, which isn't even really a manufacturing number. It's a hand signed number that we write based on the order that we get them. Wait, you already bought 2 stickers? It's live?
Is it live? Did you get 1 and 2 again? Hold on, let me double check.
Oh, what? I wasn't on the page. It went live. Because I wasn't like on the thing, the counter was delayed, but our sale's now live. Somebody already got mint 1. Might have been Priscilla again.
I don't think it was Priscilla. I think Adriana, maybe. I guess I shouldn't say full names here.
But yeah. When we do our marble race, or actually we're not doing them. Oh, I forgot to say also, anybody who signed up for the VRL is getting the VRL. We had 22 signups. We're trying to give away approximately 20. Last time 7 people didn't submit. So if every single person submits, we'll go slightly over. But consider yourself on the list if you signed up for the VRL. And also, I'm going to go ahead and say that's cut off now too. Like we can't do more than that. So now if like an additional 20 people sign up, that's not going to work. But
it was I'm the KY. He was the first one. right at 3:30. And
Shout
no, he doesn't do the Oreo thing. I think is just a Instagram or a Twitter thing. I don't think it's a TikTok thing. Plus, that only has like 18,000 followers or something, compared to his like Daily Misinformers. It's peanuts. Peanuts. Like the Daily Misinformer stuff Paul does on TikTok, like makes him money. Like not crazy amounts of money, but it's like a couple $100 a month for having like an absurd amount of followers.
It's pretty shit pay for like the following
It's
exposure.
total shit pay. I mean, there's multiple of his videos that have more than 5 million views, and you know, you get paid like $100 for that. 5 million is an insanely large number. So I don't know. There's really nothing. The other side of it is like there's creator funds, but if you use the creator fund, then the platform stops promoting your videos, so they don't have to pay you. So it's like a double-edged sword. But you know, he also I don't know. They get banned a lot because they post like political comedy, and obviously it rubs like one side of the political spectrum the wrong way, and so they get reported all the time. And the reports turn into bans, and the bans get lifted, but because there's so many of the bans on the account gets like shadow blocked or some shit. Like it's really weird. Ape staking. 350 a day. Let's go, dude. Fuck yeah. Dude, I mean, you got the. It sounds Ponzi like with those numbers too, but I feel like if you have the equity already in the ape tokens and you're not like buying into that shit to make that weight, I would 100% keep your stake and just sell the yield. That's usually how I farm those types of rewards, like those Ponzi things. Like it with those types of yields, you know, if you're making 500 a day, you're gonna make back 100% of what you have committed. Relatively quick. I mean, I guess I'm not 100% sure how much you have committed, but there's several like multi-1,000% like APR things that I'll farm where, you know, within like a month or so of participating, if the prices don't collapse, you make back your principal. And then I just let it ride into the ground, keep cashing out every couple days as long as it's profitable to do so.
I'm gonna post it on Twitter.
So if the staking is for 3 years, that's fine as long as the rewards are claimable in real time. So I would still same strategy. Leave the stake alone for the 3 years, but claim your rewards and sell that shit to recover your principal. Oh, my Xbox controller got here. Check this out.
Just in time for game day.
It's purple. Yeah, it's purple with little macro buttons on the back. We'll see how that works. Normally I don't go for the like off-brand stuff, but we'll see. I've had good and bad luck with like Microsoft brand controllers.
My fucking pink like rock whatever controllers lasted longer than every single Microsoft controller I've had by like so long. That pink controller is built like a tank. I've had that since like 2011 or something.
Nice. Oh, Irish, I think that is the move, dude. Keep your lock stake like you're saying, and then claim it when you can. At least when it's viable, like when it's worth the fees to claim it. And then what I do is sell into something a little bit less intuitive.
Super dope got like a deck, an elixir.
For what?
Elixir? Is that some sort of Web3 game? It's like supposed to be like Steam, I guess, for free stuff. But swag looks cool. All right. If anyone wants to retweet our tweet, we'd appreciate it. I just announced that sticker sale is live.
God, what is that shit in the top right, dude? That like, where do I get one of those things to squish with my fingers?
That's the one that Lance. The one I have is the one you built me. Remember when you built me the gyrating hips pink bedazzled computer? You gave me a pink bedazzled computer and a pink controller to go along with that. That's still my Xbox controller, and it still works. Like Max used it also for years too. Like it's not like it hasn't been being used. Like been used actively for like a decade, and that shit still works.
That thing's outlasted like all of my controllers. Like you had that controller. I've probably gone through like 6 or 7 different controllers. Like the last one I had recently, it like the joystick like fucking fell apart mid battle, like a ranked game. Here, let me show you what the joystick looks like right now.
There should be a blue one of these. I bought another one of these because you kept bitching that your controllers are breaking. So like I bought a second one of these so we can play together. So there should be another rock candy somewhere. Yeah, that controller fucks. I don't know. I've had it for a long time and it works, and I still play it. I played Rocket League on it the other night. It works fine. Hey, look, somebody liked our tweet. Thank you, Cesar. And Eric Yo retweeted.
I might have touched it already. It was pretty funny though. Like the joystick just like basically like fell off. Like mid fight, I had to like use a little nub, and I was like, "No, I'll protect you." I was the support player. I was playing Overwatch. I was like, "I'll heal you. I'll come back for you."
All right, I think I announced everywhere. I might post in the Valor and Vellum for the Sune Discord in the self-promotion category, just because. Noun spaces second sticker status left.
Mm, 100% APR for no lock ape staking isn't terrible, especially if someone wants to jump into the whole like ape economy. Like that's a lot more approachable than buying a Bored Ape or a Mutant Ape or anything like that. That is interesting. I'll look at that. I'm doing a few like insanely high yield things right now that are paying too much APR, like without locks. Let me look it up. Let's see. Also high risk tokens, but there's a few pools that I'm into. One is doing 134% APR paid in Bitcoin. Another one 368% paid in Ethereum. 324 paid in US dollars. And then if you're going really hard, there is a lending protocol where I lend out some tokens and it's paying 1,700% APR in real time because of how intensely people are borrowing those tokens. It's a shit ton. Like I think I put up 170 tokens last night, and it was 190 this morning. It's like fucking nuts. And then the liquidity farms also pay stupid amounts. Let's see, the big ones are 1,336% APR for USDC pair, and then the other one is 1,500% for a ETH pair. That's ARX with USDC or ARX with ETH on a Deepstream. That's fucking insane. It's a super speculative, high risk, potentially high reward. We'll see.
What is the goalie kit controller? Goalie kit?
But I do really like the fact that it earns over 300% APR paid out in blue chips directly. So I don't need to like claim it and turn it into Bitcoin or Ethereum. I just let it ride. That's been pretty wild. Also, that whole project launched like 11 days ago. So, be careful.
Apparently, this has some sort of new joystick technology. They sell joysticks for the Joy-Con too. I wonder if they work better.
I know I could have fixed it, but I tried to take the controller apart, and like the screws were so stuck that I was like, nope, like I give up here. I looked up videos on like how to unscrew stripped screws and shit, and I gave up.
Which one would you get?
As a quick side note to that crazy APR thing, Irish though, while it is a protocol that launched like 11 days ago, it also launched with audits and a KYC team. So it isn't all smoke and mirrors at the very least. There's a team behind it with KYC verified by like a third party auditor. So that's kind of nice.
What controller would you get, Lance? Would you get like the Xbox controller, or are you trying to get like a?
I feel like the Xbox controller is like my favorite, like ergonomic. Like here it is.
I've also got this weird.
I love the layout of the Xbox controller, like the offset joysticks where one is higher, one is lower. I like that a lot. Versus like the PlayStation controller, that is, where like they're both on the same level.
I think this is like pretty much just like the Xbox controller, except the buttons are wrong. Like ABYX is not how Xbox is. The B is where the A is, and like this is just backwards for all these buttons. Y should be on top, X should be here, B should be here, and A should be here.
Oh yeah, you're right. Here's my actual Xbox controller with it correctly.
What did Lance say? I wonder.
Yeah, that's true, Irish. I would also KYC for that amount. Plus, that protocol already has $110 million supplied to it, so it's not. If they're gonna rug, they'll do it pretty soon.
I sort of like these, like the Pro controllers. These look like the Switch Pro controllers. It's called the Elves Pro controller, but this looks. I don't know. I like the aesthetic.
Is it for the Switch?
Yeah, it's got to be right.
Yeah,
Built-in acceleration.
I feel like
Support
that looks
motion.
kind of clunky, dude. It looks like, I don't know. Maybe it'll feel right in your hands. It looks kind of weird. And also for Switch games, I'm using the Nintendo Switch controller. Like the games are designed to have like motion controls and shit. Like, how often are you using this type of controller on your Switch games?
This is for like Super Smash Brothers, and when you know, like the Switch sells this. This is a version of a controller they sell for the Switch, the Pro controller. That's what they're emulating.
Oh.
This is called or I don't know. I'm pretty sure the Switch has controllers like that, though. If you look at
it looks funky to me. That controller looks like it wouldn't be comfortable in your hand, but
it looks like it's too small for your hands, to be honest.
Yeah,
that's also how those like little Switch controllers are.
That's a fair point. Yeah, Switch controllers are tiny.
I think the King Kong is probably their like flagship product, just based on looking at this. They got the King Kong Pro, and there's a new version of the King Kong 2. New patented electromagnetic stick. So it has a new type of stick that has no drift.
I love that Switch controller that was like, it wasn't Switch, it was like the Nintendo Wii controller where it was like the two-handed one, but you could have your hands like way far apart. So you could like sit in like a recliner with like your like arms up on both sides, just with like a controller, and be like, you're just mad lays out with that that one was fun. Also, some of those games are dope. Like the Metroid Prime game was super fun. What up, Buzz King?
I will say that
the PlayStation Discord this morning, the stuff that 6-Bit Glitch was doing there is fucking crazy cool. Using like chat AIs to like generate to have like a chat bot within his own like Discord, but also to like generate NPC like dialogue within a video game. God, that's so cool.
Where do you buy this? Like there's like 95 pages of the pictures of this thing.
Oh, it comes in a bunch of colors, I guess.
What if I want to buy it though? Like what a weird. Yeah, like you'd think if you're trying to sell this thing, there'd be a buy button somewhere, or like a shop, or like anything that's like, where do I purchase this? But it's just like.
Do you remember like the Steam Deck had like that weird controller where like it didn't have a joystick, it just had like the circular trackpad? I don't know how I feel about that either. I like the joystick. I like the physical, like
I thought that was for like using a mouse for games that don't necessarily use a controller.
Yeah.
This thing looks cool. Ghoulie Kid King Kong.
Dude, that original Game Boy one, Irish, that game is hard as hell. I was so fucking like pleased with myself when I beat that. Or like when you get, at least, I mean, I got stuck a few times.
Like this thing's $70, so that's more expensive than an Xbox controller.
Is it? I feel like Xbox controller proper are also like 65, 70. They're pretty fucking pricey, dude. I thought like a proper Xbox controller is gonna set you back, like at least 50, if not 70. Or yeah, but yeah, dude, that early Metro game was so intense.
Holy shit!
I also love. They made a new one for the Switch. It's on my wish list, but like fucking Nintendo games never go on sale. But it's like a new side scroller one, but with like modern updated graphics. It looks so cool. I just haven't played it yet.
What are you talking about?
Like a throwback to the one I loved, the Metroid game. But that's on the Switch. I might just like bite the bullet and just buy it. Next time I get a nice profitable trade.
Let's see.
Oh, that's true. I could emulate it. I always feel fucking like emulating Nintendo games feels like a fool's errand because Nintendo games are built so specifically to play like on the systems that they're made for, you know? Like at least I guess the Switch is a little bit less like that, but like at least the whole like Wii U, Nintendo Wii or the Wii U or whatever, like that era of games, you pretty much had to play it on the console because it was built for the console. But I guess I emulated like the Mario Sunshine games and stuff, and it's fun. And plus, the emulator lets you play stuff back in 3D, and I had a 3D TV, so I was playing those games in 3D. That was really cool. Dolphin emulator, I think it was. But
Other thing I want to say about these stickers, which we haven't really been talking about, sticker sale we have going. Like for the sake of, we're doing a raffle to give free stickers to people. For the shiny stickers, you're buying a non-shiny sticker, and then the shiny stickers are RNG distributed. But we will be doing that on Monday because we ship the stickers on Monday. If we like, it costs us extra money if we don't ship them in the same package. So we will be doing a raffle on Monday, which means if you do not buy the stickers before Monday, you will not be entered to the raffle. So there is kind of like a 3-day window if you'd like one of the shiny stickers, because otherwise we're going to end up spending double on all the shipping for that. Or we have to ship everything weekly. But you have until our shipping day on Monday.
If you win the shiny one, you'll get the one that you bought, like the non-shiny one, and the additional shiny one will just be with it. In the
we're going to ship them together, which is why we're going to do it on Monday, because that's when we're shipping. All Monday is our shipment day, our fulfillment day. So, just FYI, if you want one of the shiny ones, it is 2 1 tokens for the sticker, and if you signed up, you qualified. Like there are 22 people that signed up. Anybody that signed up before today has an option. More non-shines get odds for shine. Yes, every purchase is a raffle ticket for the shine. Essentially, like our airdrops. Like you're getting an airdrop ticket, and then we'll airdrop the shines, but in the physical world. Similar to our.
We'll do like a similar thing where I think we'll do like a marble race for it, right? We'll just enter it like
marble race. And that's what I was gonna say is
you bought 10 stickers or 5 stickers, you'll get 5 marbles in the race.
So we'll just do first name, last initial, or first initial, first name, first initial, last name, first initial. If that makes sense. So like, I don't want to dox anybody, but we have no other way to like decide who's winning. So, or I guess maybe we could do but you guys don't know your order numbers. Yeah, we'll do like abbreviated.
You could do invoice number. You'll know invoice number, I think.
Do they know their order number? We could do invoice number.
I feel like you might. Yeah, I feel like the order number should be part of it.
I just can't tell if that's internal. That might just be for us for shipping. I don't know if they get their. I guess let us know if you get your.
It's Priscilla. That's her. I'm doxing her right now. Priscilla is her name. I always thought about that too, where I was like, I have my my professional demo reels on like YouTube since like 2008 or something, and they have like my name and my personal phone number on them. So I'm doxed as hell.
What I would do, just since I guess Priscilla's already doxed, as an example, Priscilla would be PW in the race. So like we wouldn't be giving away your full name, but if you know the first letter of each one of your names, you can probably figure out which marble's yours.
Yeah, so you do have to remember the first and last letter of your name.
That only becomes an issue of people with the same first and last letter. Like that becomes an issue when 2 people with the same name, not the same name, but
yeah, it's too late for us.
To think of an example,
I posted that stuff on YouTube way before I even thought about like my own personal private. And then,
I got an
to
example.
be perfectly honest, no one ever calls my fucking cell phone like from those. It's like, hey, I saw this on YouTube, so no big deal.
If myself and my brother both buy a sticker, our first names start with an L and our last name is the same. So we would both be LR, and then we have an issue with our system. Until then, that's the system. If that becomes an issue, then we'll put order numbers. But
yeah,
we're going to put everybody's credit card numbers on blast. Your credit card number will be what we're racing.
Yeah, exactly. So come watch that race and then just take a screenshot of the entries and you'll get a whole list of credit card numbers.
Let me check. Buzz King. Your first
You don't
name is
even have to call random numbers. You could literally like YouTube my full name, and I'm pretty sure not many Maximilian Funkas are out there. And so,
Are you trolling us right now, Yamster? Because like I can see what your name is on the orders, and I don't think you're telling the truth.
my name is Louis Rams, Louis R. Yeah.
That's not what you
I
put
don't
on
know. I
your
have a
order.
pretty unique name. Like I come up first when I Google myself from an incognito tab too, so I'm not like hard to find. I feel like
I don't know if I'm
You can,
misunderstanding what Yamster's telling us.
you can find my IMDb and see all the movies I worked on. I also stopped updating those IMDb credits like years before I stopped working on movies. So there's like a huge list of movies and TV shows not part of that list.
Are you saying your first name's your initial, like Homer J. Simpson, when he was like looking for like his middle name was the letter J, and he wanted to look up what it was, then he figured out it was Jay. Is that what you're saying? You're saying your first name is your initials? Because like we see your name on the order list, and it's not one letter. So that's like when you're like, my name is my initials. It's like I can count more than one letter here, so that's why it's confused, Yamster. When I Google
Roz,
get a video game
that's
character,
pretty cool. That's
can
pretty dope.
Google-
Is it a cool video game character at least, or is it someone that you would rather not identify with?
if you actually, you're not even the first Max that comes up. If you look at Max Funk, it's some guy who says just a guy who likes to make NBA mixes. That's definitely not Max.
Oh, if you make my full name though, if you add Maximilian, then
Oh yeah, I forgot you.
there's no way there's anyone who comes up before me.
Did I spell it wrong? I did.
Yeah, one L.
There you are on LinkedIn.
Oh, look at that first
Oh,
one.
somebody else comes up before you. Actually, this fucking dude.
This
This is
let's
Max.
get him, guys. This fucking guy.
He works at a financial startup in the German market. He's a graduate of the School of
Yeah.
Foreign Service at Georgetown University. This is Max, everybody. So hit up this guy. If you
There
have
can
any
be only one. That
So there's a
LinkedIn one is
decent amount of
right up the
Maxes.
Instagram.
There's a Maximilian Funky Kaiser. He literally has his own Wikipedia.
Oh, Kaiser.
Yeah, you got some
Fancy.
competition, Max. You're gonna have to get more famous if you want to come up.
I
and-
guess so. Shit, dude. I used to be more famous than these Maximilians, but
You
I've
do
fallen
show
off.
up, but only as a LinkedIn. Like you're
Weird. I bet if you add IMDb, I pop up, but yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Let's see if I pop up.
That's too specific. You have to know something about me beyond.
I
just
wonder
my
though.
name.
I'm logged into my own account, so I wonder if like. Oh, there's a Louis
Yeah, you
Ramsey on
can do it.
Wikipedia. That's certainly not me, right? Professional footballer who plays as a right back.
Maximilian
That's not
Kaiser
me.
Wilhelm III. Yeah, that guy.
Because I am a professional footballer. If you're wondering, Neon Space was founded by a 25-year-old professional soccer player.
Nice.
We should just give ourselves fake. Yeah, I don't come up
Yeah,
really
just-
either.
Dox ourselves, but as fake people.
I think this might be on Facebook though. So I think I have. This isn't even me either on IMDb.
I'm the best. I'm the best of the Maxes.
So yeah, we're
I
not
don't
see-
know. Those other
we're not
Maxes seem cool
famous.
dudes. They got cool names at least.
There's my IMDb. I show up on the second page of.
Oh. You got to move some of the videos, the ADD videos, so we can see your credits.
I'm not worried about it.
Too much ADD overload right now.
Thank you for getting the stickers, Roswins. If you missed earlier, we're saying we're going to do the draw for the shiny stickers on Monday. And also, I'm really ADHD right now. I need to answer who had a question. Is Buzz King? Let me see if you're on the list. I have an issue where I can't open the list without showing everybody's wallet. So let me get rid of that for a second.
Yeah, docs everybody's wallets.
That's the wrong button. What I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. This is a super weird frame. Max is covering my mouth. Let's see.
Oh wow, there's only 36 of the neon spices left already. Shit. Thanks, guys. That's so fun. That's so cool to see that. Like, damn, they went quick.
Yeah, thanks for everybody for the support.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
also
super.
didn't sleep hardly at all last night, and I'm super fucking sleep deprived. So sorry to everybody if I'm loopy.
Did it have to do with our planet again? Are you and Irish just stomping out the competition still? The
Not
headhunter is just finished.
My sleep cycle's just screwed at this point. Like regardless.
I like how Irish is just first place again, second server in a row. Nobody can call it a
Did hammer
fluke now.
Vita today though, so we had some good Vita action. Let's see. We have 23 responses. I'm just checking to see if you already responded, Buzz King. Buzz King, you were the last person. We're cutting it off now. Buzz King responded. You are number 23. You qualify for the VIRL. Nobody else will. Game over. GG. We'll just cut it off.
Game over. GG. Thanks
Even
for
though I said
playing.
we're cutting it off at 22. Buzz King, you snuck in there. You're number 23. Michael Jordan. Do it like Mike.
Lucky 23. Wait, isn't that there's like a Jim Carrey movie about the number 23, right? Where he goes crazy.
That's number, I don't know. Michael Jordan's number 23. He's the GOAT. I know very little about sports, but my sports knowledge I do have is from the 90s.
See,
What number is LeBron James? I have no fucking idea, but I can tell you what number Michael Jordan is.
It's the 23 is the number that drives Jim Carrey crazy. That's all I know about it.
2 divided by 3 is 666. Okay.
Yeah, that's from that movie. That I feel like I remember that. He like writes these equations all over the wall. It's like the same way that like most conspiracy people arrive on their thread. Or at the end of their thread, rather.
All right. What else should we do today? This is all I had planned. You can do Big Time or Irish. Have you installed Big Time yet? Do you want to play some Big Time? I guess if you haven't installed it, you're not going to be able to play this anyway. You got to do the tutorial. Too bad it's not like Diablo where you can do the tutorial together. That shit was dope.
Yeah, Diablo was pretty fun, I gotta admit. Like, I didn't really have as many grievances as I saw other people were having. I thought it was a really fun game.
I've been trying to play some Big Time still, though.
I am into Big Time.
You want to? There's like an hour or two of tutorial that you're going to have to beat through before you can actually play with us. So, like,
yeah.
You want to? You definitely should play it.
You just play the game before you get to the place where you can join other people. So it's like you have to play by yourself for a while, which is kind of a drag because it's so
not
much
so much of a tutorial as much as it is just like playing the game. Like when you say it's like a 2-hour long tutorial, it makes it sound like it's going to be really shitty, but it's like you're essentially doing what you do outside of the tutorial zone, just with descriptions on how to do it. And also, it's a very intricate game, like with the pocket watch system and all that stuff. So I kind of get why they did it that way. Like the way they threw you into the game before, there's like no tutorial, and you're just in an open world, just like, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing? Like the game was super confusing to start before. So I think they need to split the difference. And I told them that because I'm an ambassador. I hit them up. I was like, hey, like it's kind of weird to have to play for 2 hours before you can like do anything. I was like, and I understand what you're trying to do, but I think that same thing could be accomplished in half the amount of time. Like instead of making us do 6 dungeons, make us do 3 dungeons. Because like you can kind of get the gist of the game. You understand how the leveling works, like buying and selling from the shops, and like because it makes you do all of that stuff in the tutorial, which there is a lot. Yeah. But I think it could be accomplished in less time.
I kind of like it though. It's like a very similar game to like Diablo mixed with like World of Warcraft, where like there's still like this, there's like an aiming aspect to it that just doesn't exist in World of Warcraft. Like you don't just lock on to people and like you'll hit them because you're locked on. You have to still aim, which I don't know. That's fun to me.
Nice.
Plus, I really like
5 legendaries.
I still got to grind out. I want to get some more shards before the reset happens, so I can get at least an NFT locked in before the stats all get reset and we get into it for real.
The aiming is definitely big. Like I don't know. I've never played an MMORPG where you actually have to aim your projectiles. That's like, I would say that's unique to this game because I've played, name them. I've played EverQuest 1 and 2. I've played Guild Wars 1 and 2. I've played World of Warcraft pretty much through all of the expansions, minus the one that was just released. I've played the Star Wars one. I played that with Mark over the pandemic. I played RuneScape like pretty extensively in my life. Like I
Oh,
play like
ruins.
every friggin' MMORPG worth playing, but none of them you have to aim your projectiles. It's auto lock. Like in World of Warcraft, you hit tab to change who you're locked onto, and
Yeah,
your
exactly.
projectiles just go at them. You don't have to actually aim it. In big time, when I do my like pyroblast, which is like a 5-second charge, if I'm not aiming correctly, it just hits a wall and hits nobody. So it's like it's a huge cooldown time. So it's like a huge like when I miss that, my DPS goes down so much. But then when I land it, it's like one of the best moves in the game, and I can like single handedly do like as much damage as 5 other players to a boss. So it's like I don't know, it's a really high risk reward thing for like spellcasters, and I don't know, it just keeps me engaged because like it's pretty easy to kind of just like set and forget and like spam one button over and over and over when you're playing World of Warcraft. But like this game is very much not like you have to predict where the enemies are coming from. Tour Station Raid, welcome. We're
I
talking
think
big
Autumn's
time.
toy said that Novo land credits went out. Let's see what I got.
Ooh, that must have just happened. Max literally just checked before this.
I checked before
Thank
we
you
went
for the
live. I was like,
raid.
"Man, good."
We're showing off we have a
let's
sticker
go.
sale right now. So if you're interested in stickers as collectibles, we got them for sale. On Shopify, they're
Oh, what the fuck?
$3. We cover shipping, so if you pay $3, we will pay the shipping. International shipping as well, I think. So far, the one I sent to Macedonia has not shown up yet. But otherwise, our international shipping, we're doing pretty well. This is my first time shipping stuff internationally. I'm not 100% sure how it works, so we're figuring it out. But you know, we'll get it to you, and we'll pay shipping.
Damn, dude, not bad. I got 1,100 Novo tokens from that. That's 3,300 Obsidian. That's like be able to get my level up sooner than I expected. My plan was just to like, use all the stuff I'm making to keep upgrading my shit. But that's pretty dope. Let's see, 1,100. I
That's
haven't even
actually
checked.
not bad at all compared to like how long it takes to get that in the game.
Yeah, that's like, damn, dude. 3,000 Obsidian is an insanely long grind. I wonder how the Novo token price is doing after this distribution event.
Let's do some giveaways since we have some new people, and it's now unavailable. So apologies to anybody who would like to participate. You can participate in the next one, but we do VRL redemptions. So 20 people are able to redeem this sticker with our NFTs. So that form is now closed, but for the next sticker drop, we will allow people to participate. So I don't know why I thought your name was like Primero Guy or something until like this moment when I saw the capitalization, and that just shattered my entire reality. I was like, Primero, what? That's not your name, Prime Rogue. Yeah, if you want to do that, just hit us up in Discord. Like we can see your order, so I guess just let us know your name that you ordered it on, and we will ship it to whoever you want to ship it to us if you just give us the correct address. But like, we will just internally keep track of that. There's no way to like note that on Shopify. But from now on, you're a Primero Guy. Primero Guy. What's going on, Katie? Katie in the house. Thanks for buying a sticker. I saw you on the list. And I haven't hit you back, but I think we're definitely cool with next Thursday if you want to come on and play some Warsaken with Max. I can send you.
Yeah, I want to get back in. I played it a few times. I feel like I still need a few more rounds before I like click and get the gameplay. So I need a little more guidance here. Damn, dude, that's 210 wax worth of Novo tokens I got dropped for the month. That's not bad.
How many
I only
lands
have 5 lands, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 lands. 5 lands with buildings on them.
I also have to figure out.
It's not like a small stake. I
don't know what the time difference is between us and you. I think you're in Australia, right? It's got to be a weird time difference. So we'll have to figure out like what makes sense for you for the stream. But we are pretty flexible as far as like, Max and I live together and don't have a ton of like time commitments outside of like when Paul does performances and stuff.
Yeah, so the price, it looks like the secondary market price of a single land is about what I make with 5 lands in a month. That's a pretty good return then. That's not so bad. I mean, I'm not going to take like my money out of the game or anything. my plan is to play the game. I bought those assets from Burst back in the day just to like grind them up, and I've been grinding ever since. So I'm not like I'm excited to see there is an avenue for the play to earn, like that was part of the initial pitch, but I'm not like trying to pay my bills with playing a video game. But very cool, nice to see Nova Pangea doing their little drops today. First airdrop of I think the monthly, so it'll happen every month now.
I'm going to do some Nitro Stream Racing giveaways, and what I was sort of trying to say was to anybody who did not get a VRL for this one, the NFTs in our collection, almost all of them blend into the Neon Blend token. So if you win one of these giveaways, you can potentially blend into the Blend token and then participate in the next sticker drop. So most of our NFTs can potentially get you VRL stuff at this point, which I'm very excited about. I feel like it's a super cool utility to have for like, not just specific, like you have to get this rare grail. It's like any of our NFTs blend into the blend tokens, and the blend tokens are what to get the VRL. So do some giveaways, and if you get lucky, maybe next time you can get some VRLs.
Yeah. The other thing we were looking at yesterday is if you were to buy one of our packs that's on the secondary market, and you pull the worst possible pull you get, you could still pull enough to get a VIRL. So since those sell the like sticker price we sell for fiat is $3 and the pack price is $5, like you're basically guaranteed the ability to claim a $3 sticker for a $5 pack, which is a nice.
I'm gonna pull it up since we have some new people watching. Our blend economy is a little confusing, but it's uniform throughout our collection. So once you understand how it works, it's a little less. I guess that's the most obvious statement ever. Once you understand how it works, it's less confusing. Like that's true for everything that's ever existed.
You should lose the overlay though of the.
Oh yeah, sorry. I don't see that when I'm looking at my screen.
Yeah, that's what.
There we go. The main thing.
Move myself out of the way.
It's just here that a dim is worth half a blend token, a lit is worth 1 blend token, a glow is worth 3 blend token. Neon is actually the only thing you can pull without a blend token, but that's also the rarest thing that collectors want. So it's generally valued above the blend tokens anyway. And I've also said if the neons get to the point where they're worth less than the glows, like as far as mint structure goes, I'll let you blend them into blend tokens because like they should be more valuable than the glows. They're rarer, but currently like the collector value is worth more than they would be for the blend value anyway. So like, I don't know, they're pretty rare, and I'd rather not like burn a bunch of our artworks that like if we get bigger later, there's only 25 of those, so only 25 people in the world can collect like a full set of those. So I feel like we will eventually get to the point where we have 25 people trying to collect all of our stuff. That's my goal.
Let's see. And then if you're asking how many are left for the stickers, there's 8 left in stock right now if you're trying to still scoop a sticker on the drop.
The dims are our commons, the lits are the uncommons, the glows are the rares, and the neons are like the epics. So we renamed them. We were trying to be clever as far as like those are all light things. In retrospect, I wish we would just gone like common, uncommon. Like nobody understands what the fuck our rarity system is until we explain it, which is super like not good for advertising. And like if you have to personally explain how your rarity system works to every single person that finds your collection, that's a bad idea. We should just gone with what everybody else uses.
Yeah, but common, uncommon. Yeah.
No going back on that now since like the filters are all
beautiful, baby.
But anyway, you get 5 cards in a pack. 2 commons equals 1 blend token. So even if you pull 5 commons, you're getting 2.5 blend tokens. That's enough for a sticker. So if you have the absolute worst RNG, you still get a blend sticker out of 5-card pack, which is what we were kind of like saying, where you're not quite guaranteed a sticker because it's also not guaranteed you get a sticker with the blend token. This time it did work out so that anybody who wanted one with a VRL could. But in the future, if there's more demand than there is supply, then we'll have to raffle off the whitelist for the blend token. So I can't guarantee that you'll automatically get one with 2 blend tokens, but you will potentially be able to get a sticker. And also that's something we plan on doing reoccurring. Like we have a bunch more artworks we're trying to release as stickers for blend tokens. So we should hopefully be doing at least 1 new sticker drop a month for blend tokens. So that'll be a reoccurring use case for a token for the time being. But
and there's another, if you want to try to get a Neon Spice sticker, there is a VRL giveaway as well. In what is it? Primrogue guy? Premrogue. What did you think his name?
Primero guy.
Primero, yeah.
Primero geek.
Nice. Oh man, thank you guys so much for all the support. Damn, dude, I feel like you got a pretty good chance to get a shiny sticker with 20. God, I'm so like, thank you so much for the
put-
support. It's super
Put
fun
the
to do
list.
this.
The sign up list is in our Discord. Be Wicked. Anybody who signed up got one. We were going to offer 15, but then I was like, we can actually do 20. And then we had 22 people sign up. So I'm just saying all 22 people are getting one instead of excluding 2 people. That kind of felt like shitty for those 2 people. Also, last time 7 people didn't actually send me blend tokens. Like, this is just whitelisting you to allow you to give us blend tokens. Some people signed up for the forum assuming it was a giveaway and they didn't need to buy anything. And that might have happened again. So like, give or take a couple people, they might not actually follow through with buying the blend tokens. But basically, everybody on that forum that signed up before yesterday qualifies. So if you signed up for the forum, you got it.
Yeah. I'm super excited to see the support. Like the support is so fucking like very grateful for that. It's fun to do the VRL stuff. So it's super cool to see it like sell well.
We super appreciate it, M611S. And I think we're gonna figure something out. We have 20 to raffle, but I think we actually have a couple more than 20 for the shiny stickers. 20 is what we quoted, but every single time we've ordered anything from them, they send us more than what we order. So we might have like 25 or 30 of those. And like, I don't know. I'm fine saying, I guess Max disagrees, but
we
like,
talked about this already off there. I feel like,
yeah, like
what
if
I think.
if someone bought like 20 stickers, we're probably just going to send you a shiny one in addition. Like, if you support us that much, like, we will also raffle the RNG. So if you bought one, you'll still have a chance to get one. We're not taking from that pool to give to the people who were whaled in, but the people who did whale in, like, we're probably going to figure out something extra to give you. Like, we'll give you a shiny sticker. If we run out of those, we'll figure something out. But like, we're going to take care of the people that are supporting us for sure. Like, we super appreciate it. We could not do this without you. And like, we don't want you to feel screwed. Like, you bought more stickers than everybody else, then you didn't get the one like Chase one.
Yeah. Plus, we get to keep doing it because of like support like that. You know, we'll get to do
when
like
this sells out, guess what we're doing with the
to-
money? We're buying the next batch of stickers. That's where the next sticker's coming from. So like,
and then we
you're
do
also
this
helping get
times,
all
we'll
those
be able to
people
move
blend
on.
tokens. Like,
Yeah.
you're creating utility for the Neon ecosystem, not just like for us as creators, but for everybody who collects our stuff. So we super appreciate it.
Yeah. Plus, it'll let us like evolve it into like cooler redeemables down the line.
Maybe that's what we could start doing. We start doing candy instead.
Oh my god, dude!
Random candy from Max's Pack is
love
I eat
candy.
candy.
I loved the candy you got from Priscilla, the little Sune like hard candies. Those were super cool.
You're gonna get nothing but almond joy from Max. That's
Yeah, right. Like I would give those up. You're gonna get like the Reese's stuff, like the shit that nobody wants. You can have the candy that I am not eating. Like that's the only problem with sending you candy that I like have is that I have it because I'm going to eat it. So it'd be like emotionally painful for me to give it away.
We've also been doing some. Let's just show off some of the other stuff we've been working on since this is kind of an off the rail stream, if we're gonna be honest. One sec. Somebody hit me up in Discord.
Yeah, I'm digging the model for the stickers too. I like the limited kind of stickers, one kind of drop, making it part of our VRL, and then having it all become the funding to grow the physical side of this collection. I think it's gonna be really cool.
I also just think like, I don't know. There's been a lot of hot smoke in the NFT space. A lot of brands just kind of abandoned their communities, and like, again, the fact that anybody who bought any of our promos, anything that came out 2 years ago before we had any idea what we were doing as an NFT collection, can now use those NFTs to get a physical product. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah. You could have literally bought like 2 promos, gotten your Yoshi drops back in the day, like sold the Yoshi coins or whatever and done, nothing for the next few years. And now you could take those promos, turn them into blend tokens and redeem them and get yourself a sticker to, stick onto your laptop or luggage or car or, rivals room.
It's like how many other NFT collections that you bought 2 years ago are creating new utility for your 2-year-old NFTs? Like, generally, it's like if there's new utility, people sell new stuff for it. They're not like adding the utility to the oldest part of their collection. And like, I don't know, we could have made a lot more money doing our collection other ways and just constantly changing the bar of what you need to get the new stuff. But I'm proud that I feel like we're taking care of our supporters, and I feel like it's up to you to really feel taken care of, and it's not me that can actually say that. But as someone who collects my own stuff, like I'm happy with the way our brand's going, and I think this is sick.
Yeah, same. It's definitely like we said with Novo Pangea, we're not losing people money, even if we're not like making them.
Buzz King said, "I wish the first sticker had a holographic run." That's an interesting idea. I don't know if we'll make more of the first sticker. If we're gonna be like, our plan for that was like, it's a bad idea to never print more logos because like that's advertising. Like if you stick our Neon Space sticker anywhere, you're advertising for us. So it's like not in our best interest to only ever mint 100 of those, but we will never mint more than 100 of those because we said we won't. So like our plan for that was to make a new logo. Like that'll be our old school logo. That was the very first logo that Paul made for us very quickly. And we'll probably
this logo's fucking
know,
dope
like,
too.
like Pepsi and McDonald's, they update their logo every 5 years or whatever. So like we've been doing this for like 2 coming on 3 years. So like, you know, at some point we'll update our logo and then we'll make new stickers for the new logo. But like anybody who has that original one will have the original only ever 100 of like the OG logo. So I do think that'll be like a cool like collector first piece ever, first logo ever.
It's 2 years on 420 this year, right? Like it's 2 years in April 20th.
Yeah, we'll have to make a
3? No, it's 2. It's 2.
That's 2. We'll have to make another like anniversary blend.
Yeah, and also, I was gonna say we had like an anniversary blend last time. That was super cool.
Blockchain Boulevard.
I saw Yola, or I forget who posted the other day, but like I checked my own. Someone posted in the chat while we're on Novo stream that they claimed like 200 wax from their Kronionberg pool, and then I went and checked my own Kronionberg pool, and I also made like 200 wax. So let's go. Neon Space is paying my bills now.
Okay, so Prime Rogue said I have 12 blend tokens from burning duplicates. If you were on the VRL list, after I'll send you a DM on Discord saying please send them to this address, but it's just burn.neon. And if you send 2 and you're on the list, then I will DM you a Shopify code. The Shopify code just makes it so when you buy stickers, it's worth $0. So it basically just waives the fee from Shopify. It's kind of a ghetto system because like we would like this to be automated so you can just blend 2 tokens and it sends you the Shopify code, but there is no current way to do that without either paying Nefty a bunch or Atomic Hub a bunch. So like we're currently doing that all manually through Google Forms, but in the future that should be automated. Redreamers NFT Hive is onboarding them to Wax in their redemption protocol. So
yeah.
Yeah,
also, so Prime, like you said, you already got a few from this drop. So the thing is, every time we're doing new artwork like this, we're shooting for every 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from now,
we're realistically a month, just because like it takes about 2 weeks to deliver them, and like we use the money for.
We'll do it every month, and then I think in the middle of the month, I want to still do like naked blends. We've been kind of like, I have a couple naked ones I wanted to make still. So.
Yeah, that's the other thing is if you like our digital artwork, there's unique digital artwork you can get with the blend tokens that does not exist in the packs. So if you'd like to use your blend tokens to get new artwork that's digital, you can also do that. But if you're interested in the stickers, you're just gonna have to wait like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Let me show you what are available.
Save them, and in the future there will be more ways to turn them into redeemables.
Oops, where's the Nefty blogs? But yeah, up until now, we've been releasing new artwork as blends consistently for like a year and a half. So we've had new digital artwork released pretty consistently. We're also still going to do a giveaway. Sorry, everybody. I'm super like ADHD right now. Promise we'll do a giveaway. Just wanted to show off some of this VRL stuff.
We're also still working, I think, on making that the next sticker design. We're hopefully going to try to have a vote from the community. So still, I got to check in on the Wax DAO ability to create like a DAO where people can then vote with like their Neon Space stake. So if you have any of our sticker or any of our NFTs, you should be able to then vote on what you'd like to see become the next sticker artwork. But that's not in the works.
Yeah, this is
still in the planning phases.
Salt Miner is available. Let's see if we can do what it looks like. Do we know what this is called? Yes, this is called Salt Miner. I don't get why you can type in the exact name of something and it doesn't come up. Like none of this shit actually says Salt Miner. Are things actually called Salt Miner? It doesn't show up first. But something weird about the search on Atomic Hub.
This is the largest salt mine in the world. This is the
And that's because we get salty when we play all these click farm games and we say we're the
Salty
the
is
big
like season 2 of being spicy. After the spice flows, then you get salty after things get too spicy.
that one's
Also,
available.
I love that. I like the Turo Station guys too. I'm super down for a collab if you wanna. you're
FT
working on
Xmas is still available.
That's
This is our
yeah.
Christmas blend. This is like How the Grinch Stole Christmas, but with the guy from FTX. And Max laughs. This is Max's first debut in our music. I like that you can see the
Have
Slender
this,
Beast.
Yeah, this Slenderman shadow comes in. I was thinking for the 15 minutes of fame one that Paul and I were like putting together, I wanted to put it like on a blimp that's flying over Burn Street, but I was like, I don't know if there's enough of an environment to have a blimp.
And then Be My Victim was our Valentine's Day special. And that's our last release. We should have a new one. Like Max
This one
with the
needs a
idea.
naked scale.
Naked. We also have a couple nakeds left that we haven't done yet.
Like DMX.
I totally ripped up Bon Jovi for this. It's like, and you're too late. You give love a bad name. It's way different. If you're wondering where the music
I kind of wish that like there was like the music on some of the nakeds, like the Shines had the music, but I do like that only the Neons have the music too. So I'm like torn between that. So I love the music on these.
And also, I forgot to respond to Be Wicked, but I will do all the free claims before Monday, because Monday is when we're doing our shipping. So I'll give you guys probably later today or tomorrow. I'll send everybody the DM for the free claim codes, or like I'll give you the information today, and hopefully you send it, and I'll send the free claim codes on Saturday or Sunday. But I think I'm going to enter those people as well into the shiny race. So I want to try to do that before Monday for sure, so we can get those
Yeah, that'd
shipped
be
out on the same day.
ideal. So we can combine the shipping when possible. Definitely.
Yeah, I think the low mints are reserved for people who buy with fiat. But as far as like the shine variant, I wouldn't mind. Like, I feel like you should get a shot for that, even if you bought with a blend token. You still bought the sticker.
Yeah, blend tokens aren't free. You know, so you didn't pay for the sticker, but yeah, you still have to like create them from burning Neon Space NFTs.
Before we
They're
do
not
our
like-
giveaways, I wanted to show this off like 20 minutes ago, but I'm way off the fucking rails. We've been kind of looking at making a custom playing card deck for Neon Space. I've been talking about it, but I'm pretty excited about that idea. So we're talking about making kind of like fake. My idea was like, let's make fake trading cards, like in the like Magic cards, but just put fake stats on our stuff. Like, oh, like no Shave Club has 2 attack, 1 defense, and it's like maybe people will figure out a game later. And then Max was like, we could just make playing cards like 1 through 10, or like Joker,
Jack, Queen, King, Ace.
Jack
Yeah,
shit. He's like, it's like, yeah, that's way smarter. And we don't have to invent a game. Anybody who invented a game with playing cards can just, know, any game you've ever played with playing cards works. So then we no longer have to be game designers. We just have to put our artwork on playing cards, and then you can play any poker game with them. So
yeah, people can even make up their own game. I made up a bunch of games as a kid just with a deck of cards like that. You can just make up your own games.
I don't know if you saw my sheet that I made, Max, but this was my potential.
Yeah.
This is all also, this could all change. So, but I was looking at basically doing kind of like 2 sets. Like the clubs and the diamonds would be Blockchain Boulevard, and then the spades and the hearts would be like Genesis Street mixed with Burn Street. but you sort of get like all of Blockchain Boulevard, all of Genesis, and then most of Burn Street. So it'd be kind of like almost all of the artwork we've done in the last 2 years, give or take, like marble trophies. Also for legal reasons, I took out Crypto Monkeys, I took out Ultra Rare, I took out Metaphors. We don't own the rights to do that stuff. Like we own the
It's
rights
just
to
our
release that
original
as a collaboration, but we do not own the rights to do that as a physical artwork. That's a different right that we
Yeah.
never asked for. So we could
That
ask
would
for it.
be fucked up, I think that'd be fucked up to do it without asking for sure. So definitely a good idea to leave it off.
Yeah, it kind of works out pretty well though, as far as like, I don't know, we can't have every single card have a unique one. But then I was also thinking if we start doing this, then we can start releasing decks in the future. So like our next set, instead of Blockchain Boulevard, maybe we'll have its own deck. And then like eventually maybe people that are into Neon Space will mix and match decks. So you can be like, oh, I got a fucking like 52 card deck, but like I have like my 2 is from like their first deck release, then my 3 is from their second deck release. And like it could be kind of a cool way to like, you know, you can build multiple versions of our deck of cards with our different artworks.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great idea. I didn't even think of that.
Which I don't know if anybody's even interested in that, but like it's easier than inventing our own trading card game. So I feel like we could pretty sustainably release. I also like the idea of the Joker being FTX miss. I feel like the Grinch card is like the perfect.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I
Yeah, we're
definitely
also
like.
considering giving these to people who have Crow Neonberg. So that's a don't ape your way into it just because of it, because we haven't decided that for real yet. But I feel like the Crow Neonbergs are, specifically the Neon Crow Neonbergs, are like, they should be the most valuable thing in our collection. Like they're the chase.
Yeah.
To me, like that's the people who collected all of the hardest thing to do. So we were considering like if we make enough money on some of these collectibles, just making enough decks to give them to people who collected any Crow Neonbergs in our first 3 or 4 sets. So like anybody who collected Ultra Rare or Metaforce or Genesis or any of those Crow Neonbergs, we were thinking about doing the decks. And then also I think we would sell some, sort of like we're doing now, where it'd be like a split, partially VIRL to people who collected Crow Neonbergs, partially selling them to raise money to pay for the ones we're giving away, basically. Like, but we might do a little bit of both. That's also like super rough idea. We've had that idea in the last 4 days, so no problem.
Gauging the interest through a Kickstarter isn't a bad idea. I feel like Kickstarters are just strange to me. It's
yeah,
like
I don't mind. Like we're raising money in other ways, so if we can raise money in other ways and then just spend it, like I would rather do that than a Kickstarter. So I've also thought about a Kickstarter. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't want to kickstart anything in NFT. Like the biggest issue I'm having with the physical collectibles right now is I want to add physical redeemables in our packs, but like the only way that makes sense is to manufacture enough to sell outside of the pack so we can make our money back. But like it's not cool if people have to spend more money to get our shit in packs than outside of packs, which is like the only way that makes sense in my head. Like unless we just charge a ridiculous amount for our cards at conventions, you know, because like if you can just go buy the thing that takes like 45 packs to rip at a convention for half the price, like why would you even bother with the NFT side of our collection? So I feel like it only makes sense if the stuff that's magneted in our collection is exclusive to that. So you have to buy the NFTs like Funko does. Like if you want that Funko, the only way you can get it is by buying the packs. But then like that kind of fucks with our ability to make money, because like we don't have a big enough audience to mint enough collectibles to get the margins down low enough. Like you got to make 100, and like, you know, we don't have 100 grails in our collection. Like that's too many grails. So like, I don't know. We need to figure something out if that makes sense. But
yeah, scale up into it.
That's sort of, if people are wondering what's next for Neon Space and the physicals, that's what we've been talking about. We're talking about.
Also love the idea, Yamster, of the custom neon decks. I think that's super fucking cool. I really like your little pitch for like having like a couple variants of it, so that you could like, I could trade my Ace of Spades for your Ace of Spades, so that I could have a deck that has more. Like,
that also something we could release. Like that can just be part of like, we do stickers, we do pins, we do playing cards, and then like LED neon signs. But I feel like playing cards can just become a staple of our like. Each release has a playing card release, and then like that's something that you can collect and trade, because like in addition to being playing cards, obviously it's the art. So I do really like we're making mock playing cards. There's cardboarders, like that's why I was like, why aren't we making playing cards? Like that's what our shit's supposed to look like in the first place. So the fact that we're like, you know, we're skipping a step, I was like, these stickers kind of look like playing cards. We could just make the playing cards. Like everything
Yeah.
we do, we get there in a very roundabout way, but we're figuring out some cool shit for
That
Neon
is a
Space.
cool idea, though, definitely. And even like you said, when you're like doing a new set, and you want to release like a physical playing card deck for the new set of artwork, obviously it's not going to have like 52 new pieces of artwork per set. So then you could have like some of the older artworks rotate to different numbers, and then eventually you could collect a deck that's like 100% of one artwork.
I don't think we
If
should
you-
re-release new artwork ever.
It
Like,
wouldn't
old
like,
artwork, like I feel like once this first set goes out, all of those cards are retired from being in card decks. Like you can only get them in this card deck, and then the next card deck will just have more repeat cards. Is how I would do it. But I wouldn't want to keep like it's shitty to people for scarcity to just keep releasing like the same artwork as cards over and over. So I would personally be against that idea. But if the
okay.
community
I was
likes
thinking
it,
of it like there's a this version of it has like the Slender Man as like the number one.
Yeah,
and then
imagine
the
this
two-
though, like you mint 5k finnies on wax, then you mint 5k finnies on ether. That's still 10k finnies. Like you're devaluing the scarcity. Like you can put a different number on it, but you're still releasing the same artwork multiple times. So literally every time you do that, you're like devaluing by half everybody that's holding there. So
That's true. Also, it's cooler. Like I'd rather have like a more variety of artwork anyway. So
I
guess
think
that's
part
fair.
of Neon Space has to be exclusivity. Like it has to be like
Yeah,
we only
that's
release
true.
stuff once. If you want it, like it's rare. You got to get it. So
That's true. Yeah. you can
also,
just whip
y'all are
this
seeing a
one.
team meeting live. This is how we figure stuff out. So, so I said, don't buy based on what I'm saying right now because we don't know what the fuck we're doing. We're just spitballing.
Yeah,
This is
you're
not-
pretty much like before it gets put into like when we like come up with shit, then like Mark gets involved and he'll like put together a Medium article,
we-
and that's
nothing
that's
will be
what-
said until Mark and Paul have a team meeting. Like Max and I are also. We do not have enough votes to pass anything at Neon Space. We need somebody else. So
Yeah.
we will get it and then pitch to them. But
Team.
also for our stickers, I want to start making them in this size. So I put the size of our current sticker on there. I sort of think it's too thin. Like I don't like how wide it is. It feels too thin to me. So this current batch of stickers will probably be the only one in this size. And I think we're going to start trying to make them the same size as playing cards for our stickers as well, which would be this size.
Yeah,
But
a
we need to
little
like
bit, like,
reduce the
bigger, a
number.
little wider. I agree. So they feel a little bit more like beefy.
That's also how we got into the idea of making playing cards in the first place. Like, let's make stickers that look like playing cards, and like, why don't we
There'll
just
be a
also
couple other
make-
ones that are like round, just like I think like the Cheddar King. Oh no, wait, he has the hands below the circle, but like the No
We're also
Shave
gonna have
Club.
to do some significant work on the horizontal ones because like there's stuff on our playing card list that is horizontal when we released it. Then you're gonna have to remake it vertical. And I do think it's possible. There's a couple I
Yeah.
took off. Like Liquidity Pool Party is pretty like that shit's way. No, that one's on there. Yield Farmers is on there. Liquidity Pool Party is not because that one's like there's no way to not make that a rectangle that's horizontal. But if you can figure out a way, we can also swap some in. But there's a few that I didn't add just because like they don't make sense in the vertical context.
Like open close, you could do like open on top and close on bottom or something like that.
That one I didn't add because it was horizontal. And then also for like Ape First and Research Later, that's two separate cards. So like certain ones are like split up. And then for Evolution of a Wallet, I put the note there that only the moon variation. So like I only want Mac Tonight on the Evolution
Yeah.
of a Wallet one.
We could also do like Ape First Research Later be like, the clubs version is the Research Later and the Spades version is Ape First.
That's actually a good idea because then that's even rarer because that's like there's only one of those.
Yeah.
All right, let's do some giveaways. I'm ranting too much.
Yeah. I do like that idea though. I would absolutely be thrilled to have or to give somebody as a gift a deck of Neon Space playing cards. Personally. But I'm obviously
But we have
biased
to
as all.
redo all this now. This sucks.
Rant. Sorry, Mahala. Mahala was saying we still can't burn a template here. Blend the Crittercraft template into blend token. I'll have to look into that. I don't know why that's going on. I'll check that out. I did see your comment. Thanks for letting me know.
Also, if you send me a message, I'm generally the person that makes all the blends.
Yeah, Lewis does the blend. Like
So
maintenance
just
and
send
he'll
me a
rotate
message. I'll
on
forget.
tokens.
I'm loopy as fuck right now, but send me a message on Discord and I'll remember.
Can devs do something?
All right, let's do some races. This is basically just like marbles, but we'll give away some Crittercraft 1-card packs. 3 out of 4 of the rarities in those packs can blend into blend tokens, and then you can participate in our next sticker thing, which we've been talking about endlessly.
I have to check if I have a Crittercraft neon. I'm not sure if I have this one yet.
I'm a little bummed. All of our challenger races got reset. Like, we won to unlock new courses, and then they took them away.
Do it live. Fuck it.
That's what you get for playing in beta. You do have to win significantly less now, though. It's kind of like they made you win way too much to like get out of the. Actually, you're right. I don't think there is a glow version of that.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Yeah, just send me a
We
DM.
did a live BuzzFeed.
Exclamation point play if you'd like to join.
Doing it live, just kind of working it out right now.
Actually, we have some other cooler stuff to give away too. So this will be for Crittercraft, but maybe we'll do some like actual giveaways. The
Yeah.
Neon Space Crittercraft, that is. But
Let's see. I'm gonna jump over to my Nova and fucking start upgrading my building. Now that I can.
I'll take off the power washing video so that y'all can see your names.
Yeah, let's see.
Wait, Max is there.
I can move here. I'll move. Or okay, that's as far as I can move. Well, I guess I could just disappear.
There's nothing where you're covering right now, anyway.
Okay, I'm back.
The Yamster got hacked in our planet. That means I need to check my phone.
Oh shit. Shit. They took it all the way over? Or is it just the first round of hackers?
If it got hacked, then it's done. For some reason, I just got reminded of there's like this clip they make fun of on Your Mom's House. This guy's name's like Daddy Lelegan or something, but they call him Daddy, and he hates being called Daddy. He's like, "Stop calling me Daddy." And like because he freaks out about people calling him Daddy, that's all they do in all of his comments. And then every video is him getting increasingly angry at people calling him Daddy. He's like, "I don't play that shit. Stop calling me Daddy, guys." Hilarious. Like, people should learn, if someone's trolling you, like, don't feed them. Like, getting angry at somebody trolling you for calling you Daddy is just going to make them call you Daddy. Even
Yeah.
Since we're going to go off the rails, maybe I'll find that clip after this. I think it's because he thinks they're like hitting on him, and like he thinks it's a gay. It might be a gay thing, but he's like super homophobic, and like dudes are calling him Daddy. So he's just like, "Stop calling me Daddy, guys. I don't swing that way." But then like they all just keep calling him Daddy, like to everything he posts. They're like, "Nice job, Daddy. Good looks good, Daddy." It's a really weird lane on the internet that Your Mom's House is into, but I also have a sick sense of humor and find that shit hilarious because that guy is like losing his shit over people calling him Daddy.
Yes, Daddy. It's kind of like a sexual thing. I don't know if it's gay. I
It
feel
definitely
like
is. It's definitely like, I understand why he doesn't like it. It's just his approach to it is making them troll him more, which is the funny. Like, the funny part is him reacting is what, like, if he didn't react to it, nobody even called him Daddy. Like, the whole thing is like he's fueling his own fire, basically. Like, that's what makes it funny. It's like if you just ignored it, nobody'd give a shit.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Let's do this race. I'm gonna launch BlueStack so I can look at our planet. I don't have it up right now. It's hard for me to like look at my phone while streaming. I'm gonna get rid of all the satisfying shit for the race.
Yeah, it's race time now. Here, I might even dip myself out of here so you can see the races. All right.
BlueStacks frozen. Perfect.
Kind of
Gush
stoked how much
Grannies, what a name. That's someone I've never seen on our stream for sure. I would recognize that name. I think I'm going to turn the music off. I should turn it back on. Music back on.
Yeah, if anyone's in Hollywood tonight and wants to see Paul's show, or not tonight, it's Saturday night at UCB, 7 to 8 o'clock. It's City Walk the Musical. to show that Paul and
Oh, this is so much like
together.
the update on this is amazing. It highlights who you're looking at. Like it's way easier to tell what you're looking at now. Turns out when a game's in beta, they can make it better.
Yeah. I feel like you need a little bit of a ghost, like behind something. Ooh, threading the needle on that explosive.
This is technically our first race, so if there was a ghost, we wouldn't have it yet.
Oh, I meant like when you're looking at a character, like focused on one, and then you're behind something solid, so that you can still see like the outline of the car. Or
Oh,
something.
like through yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, what the
Right.
hell? Like the whole environment bounced.
Well, that's the other thing. There's like magic in this. Gushing Grannies and Caesar and Kitty all have megas. If you do exclamation point mega, you can like mess up the person in front of you. Mario Kart style. Which currently is Agent Smith in first. Screw Agent Smith. He's a
It's rigged.
he's a
Oh,
Matrix guy, right? Isn't Agent Smith from the Matrix?
he is.
Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, thrown. Agent Smith is fucking out of there, dude.
Is Mr. Anderson Neo? Or is Agent
Yeah.
Smith Mr. Anderson? Neo's Mr. Anderson.
Anderson is Neo's like name before he like leaves the Matrix. He's like,
That's his. I
his,
want to say
like,
slave name, but I feel like that's insensitive.
Yeah.
That's his.
yeah, slave name is a little bit of a stretch. But basically,
Looking for this. I also feel like dead name is also insensitive.
yeah.
All the terms I know for that are very insensitive.
Let's see. I
think I don't want to jinx it, but I think Lee's Comic Standing has this. And it does slow mo at the finish. That's a nice touch too. I will say every update to this game is pretty sick. So shout out to Lee's Comic Standing. You just won a Neon Space NFT 1-card Grubfish collab pack. Also, if you log into game.playnitro.com, you can customize your cars and your characters and stuff. So you can change the color of your truck. You can pick a different car, and you get these coins. So you just got 105 coins. You can buy new cosmetics. So if you're into that, it's not NFT. It's all Web 2, but I still like
Web.
skins on Web 2 games.
What's Web 1?
I don't know what Web 1 is. It's whatever the internet was before the internet as we know it.
Before I used it.
Because I think the internet was invented in like the late 80s, early 90s. Like nobody used it for like 10 years. That was Web 1.
I don't know. Like the direct routing kind of stuff.
Let's Google it. When was the internet invented?
I think I remember the internet like kind of gaining popularity when I was first getting aware of it around like 2000. No, wait, it was way before that, like 1999 maybe.
Telling me the internet was invented in the 1940s?
No, is it? Well, that was late to the game.
1957. What the fuck?
What, like in a fucking conceptual paper or like in practice?
Early computers in the 1940s had a central processing unit and user terminals. As technology evolved in the 1950s, new systems were devised to allow communication over longer distances. They're saying like computers that were communicating with each other during the Cold War was the internet.
Oh.
But also, I'll just type what is Web 1.0. Web 1.0 was the first evolution of web and is a read-only web. Websites were informational, contained only static information. It's hyperlinked. There's no CSS or dynamic links or interactivity. So that's a pretty like clear answer for you.
Oh, I see.
But I honestly had no idea that there's internet in the 1940s. I thought the internet was made. I thought Steve Jobs made the internet in 1989 or something. I thought.
Yeah, maybe like
the internet. I think he's dead now, but he was a Seattle guy.
Involved.
He worked with Bill Gates. He like always took credit for what Bill Gates did.
Oh.
You know, I'm talking Alan. How do you not know who I'm talking about? He's like one of the wealthiest dudes in Seattle. He built EMP and like the.
Oh.
He built a science
Exactly.
fiction museum as well.
Yeah, he owns the like Newcastle golf course too, I think.
Did I believe he's dead? But that dude,
forget
Paul
his
Allen,
name.
that's his name. Paul
Yeah.
Allen invented the internet in 1988. That guy, I'm pretty sure, is pretty famous for like always taking credit for like inventing Microsoft and stuff. Like, he's one of those people that like takes more credit than he did, but also was at the right place at the right time like a bunch of times and has a bunch of success. But yeah, I weirdly like my dad and family friends worked for Paul Allen. Like, he had multiple failed businesses after after that they worked for. Like, he was involved in TiVo. I want to say like TiVo was what do they call it, the HDR, is that what it is? DVR.
Oh, DVR, yeah.
TiVo was DVR before it was built into cable boxes. It was like a separate box that synced with your cable box. And then cable boxes were like, let's just cut out the middleman and put DVRs into our boxes. You don't need to buy a separate box and a separate service that you pay monthly for. So they got like stomped out. But I believe Paul Allen was working on that stuff. I could also be way off, but like, yeah, we had like family friends who were working with him. He like was known for just hemorrhaging money into projects that never took off. Like, he had an ass ton of money for being involved early in Microsoft, and like everything he did after that was just like him throwing money at passion projects like the science fiction museum and stuff. But like, yeah, he's kind of got a weird friggin' weird background. Well, that was sort of got the vibe though. Like, he was not the genius of Microsoft. Like, he was there when the geniuses of Microsoft were doing their stuff, and then like his reputation from that carried him in the tech industry for like the next 20 years.
Let's see.
What are we doing now?
I still need to
Should I
upgrade
look
my
for that? Should I look for that Daddy Layla Ghan video? I don't even know how to find it. Like, is Layla Ghan even a word? Daddy Layla Ghan? I did find it. Daddy Layla Ghan is his name.
Mm-hmm. You know me?
This is from a year ago. Man, time flies. So this will be an off the rails video before our next giveaway.
This is big time!
Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Your mom in the fucking stand!
Hey, what's
They're all
good,
my sound
everybody?
bites
It's Lalo Count Frazier here. But look, I just came on here real fast to say something to all of you guys. All of you guys really disrespected me yesterday by commenting in my comment section, Daddy Not Gone and Daddy Chill. Bro, I already told you guys that is real disrespectful when you guys tell me that, bro. Don't be commenting no Daddy Chill. Don't comment no Not Gone. Stop telling me Daddy Chill. Stop commenting all that stuff under my post, you guys. I like women. Please stop trying to make me look bad on this platform. You guys stop commenting Daddy under my post, you guys. Please. That's all I ask for you guys.
Can you think of a worse way to get people to stop trolling you on the internet? Like, also, how like genuine he is by not liking this. That's what makes this. This whole thing is hilarious to me. But let's keep going. Daddy Layla Ghan.
But like, you guys go crazy, bro. I had almost 400 comments last night. All of you guys calling me Daddy, bro. Come on, bro. Please stop commenting that stuff under my post, bro. I ask you guys, please, bro. Appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day, everybody.
That is so fucking funny.
I like his earnest plea. Like, don't call me
He
daddy, bro.
He got choked up at the end.
Let's see if I can find. He has more though. Like, that was his first video.
Good, everybody. It's Lalo Count Frazier here. But look, I just came on here real fast to say something to all of you guys. All of you guys really disrespected me yesterday by commenting in my comment section, Daddy Not Gone and Daddy.
Daddy?
Not a gone.
Not a go.
Let me see if I can find his other video. All right, here's his other one. So it'd be funny if that was just the only video, but there's follow-ups to that video.
Okay, what's good, TikTok? It's Lalo Count Frazier here. So look, I had some time to sit back and think last night, bro. I don't know if you guys are doing this for fun or if you guys are doing it on purpose, but you guys really need to stop just commenting daddy on my post, you guys.
Also, like, the way he opens that is the worst way. He was like, I was thinking about this last night. Like, the people who are trolling him were like, yes, we have this guy staying up at night.
Yeah, they were like rubbing their nips when he said that. They're like, oh yes, think about it.
Like, the way he went about this is the worst possible way to get people to stop trolling you.
Me personally, I do not go that way, you guys. I am straight. I like women. Okay, stop trying to make me look bad on this platform, you guys. I asked you guys the last
Is it a
time.
gay thing? I feel like it's just a sexual thing.
I think it's because men are calling him daddy.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, okay, that's kind of gay.
That's amazing.
This is one of my favorite videos ever.
Me
Oh, wait, there's
too.
one more.
Me too. What do you like about it? Like, let's comment.
Hey, what's good, everybody?
Oh,
Look,
no.
Paulo Gambrazzi here. I just got back from doing a yard today. I just had 1 yard to get done. But look, I'm gonna tell you guys for the last time, bro. Stop commenting that BS under my post, bro. All that daddy stuff and all that, bro. And I'm talking to mostly of you guys, bro. The guys, it's mostly guys that comment that under my post. But stop commenting that, bro. You guys are mad or weird. Take that somewhere else, bro. Go comment that under somebody else's post, bro. You hear me? I'm telling you, bro. I'm talking to you for the last time, bro. Stop doing that under my post, bro. It's a matter of knowing, bro. Stop doing it. For all the other people that are cool, have a good rest of your day, though.
The way he ends is so funny too, where he's like, and everybody else, thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching. Like he always ends like he gets like you can see how irritated he is, and then like a thing goes into his mind where he's like, okay, I'm public on social media, I need to like end this and not look like an asshole. So he always has like, okay, and have a good day, everybody. But like,
Yeah,
contrast between his real frustration
are
and like the
pretty
fake
fucking
happiness is so funny.
yeah. The cameraman. I feel like is it just him? He's got to be just like holding his phone, right? Or is there? Do you think there's a cameraman too?
No, this is definitely a selfie. Also, like, you know, you can see this has 250,000 views. This entire channel is full of trolls. So, like, them playing on this podcast, like, this guy got so many more of those messages because they played this on your podcast. Like, this guy got, I don't know. It's kind of cyberbullying, but it's also kind of hilarious because if you would have just ignored it, nobody would have bullied him. Like, people are only bullying him because he's like reacting so poorly to it. But you know, I don't encourage cyberbullying, so I'm not saying you should go call him daddy, but I do think it's funny when people do.
But if you did, I'd laugh.
I think we know he holding that phone and moving hands. Maybe he has like a selfie stick or something. I don't know.
That's true. He does have his hands up in there a lot. You know what? This is like it reminds me of a really funny fucking video, like a story about a video someone showed me where like a friend of mine drives for Lyft and he had this passenger who wanted to like who's like really horny and like offered to have like, you know, like have my friend fuck him in the ass, even though my friend is straight and like very much won't do that. Like he's not gonna and then he's just like, oh come on, I have such a nice ass, and he sends him this video. And so I saw the video, and the video is like it looks like a guy who's holding his phone like this and like has his hand on like an ass and is just like fucking it, right? And then like so you think he's holding the video himself the whole time, and then like right at the end, like in the last, I don't know, 5 or 10 seconds of the video, his other hand comes down and then like keeps fucking, and it's just like, who the fuck is holding this camera? Like there's a third guy. There's got to be a third guy there holding the camera. It was the wildest thing. Yeah, I feel like that's as good as it's gonna get, you can't show that video.
I know a decent amount of people that ride Lyft, and Ryan somehow only attracts the weird, like more so than anybody else that I know that drives Lyft. Ryan exclusively, like he puts off an energy that just like I think I don't know, like I don't know if it's the way he interacts with those people, but it's like most other people I know that drive Lyft are not getting people like texting them photos of them having sex. Like,
yeah,
only
yeah,
Ryan.
Although I talked to my Uber driver the other day, when I was getting a ride somewhere, and he said that like he had the last 3 passengers offered to like fuck him, and they're like all gay guys basically. He's just like, yeah, people are horny tonight. Like, just like, oh man, like you want to, like you're cute, you want to do this, and it's just like, oh man. And then I asked if that was like a common thing, and he was just like, yeah, on some nights, you know, some nights people are just like, you know, trying to shoot their shot, you know. Especially like end of the night, why not? You know, you're going home, getting your Uber home.
You're a gay horny dude. Drive Lyft in LA, and you'll
last chance before you're at home. It's like, hey, why don't you come upstairs and I'll, you know, suck you off or something. It's funny. The Uber guy was
trying to do that in addition to paying them, or are they trying to do that instead of paying them? Are they like,
no,
hey,
like on top of paying them? Yeah, it's like finish the ride, but then come up to my room.
Yeah,
and like
that's less of a bad deal. I'm so cheap that I'd be like, you're paying me, but maybe.
Yeah. It's like, we'll do it, but I'll end the ride until I fucking come, and then we'll end the ride. Like, I'll come upstairs, but I won't end the ride.
Yeah. I'm not ending until completion, and you're going to have to pay me for this.
Yeah, it's funny. And then another Uber driver I had a similar. He was like, "Oh man, the guy that was in here before you, like, offered, you know," but he was like flustered. He was like really, he didn't like that. he like told me this like guy offered to like have sex with him, and then I kind of laughed and I was like, oh, what'd you say? And he was just like, oh, like it was really, it made him uncomfortable, I think. So
am I the only person that's afraid of my rating? Like I would also like, I mean, like it's different when it's a man and a man, but like I would feel so uncomfortable like hitting on a female Lyft driver, like because like that would make her feel unsafe. Like I don't know, I would never do that to a woman just because like I feel like that's like the creepiest.
The man that I was talking to, I think he felt pretty like uncomfortable with having been like propositioned like that. He was also an older guy, so that might have not been his like alley. But I'm sure sure if anyone drives Uber for like thousands of rides, like a lot of those drivers that you get, like I'm sure they have crazy stories. Like
I'm talking about the passengers, because like if you have a bad rating, you'll get picked up. So if you're offering to suck the dick of your drivers, won't they give you a bad rating and then you can't use the app anymore? Like, it's the only thing stopping me from sexually harassing my drivers, Max. I need to know.
I feel like you can just, if you do get a bad rating, you can just make a new account with a new email address. As a passenger, I think the stakes are pretty low.
I guess that's true, but
like as a driver, I feel like that would be a different. Like I'd be more worried about like it's a weird dynamic because it's like if someone propositions you and you turn them down, and you're worried about your own rating getting affected by that. That is
like, hey, if I suck your dick, I'm gonna give you a 1 star if you don't. And you're like, what?
Yeah, that's definitely like a weird, like putting people into a weird position. Which I feel like is probably part of why the guy was flustered because he didn't know how to say.
People also like sucking dick that much. Like, who's volunteering to suck dick?
Oh, for sure. There's people who like in the gay community. There's people who identify as sides. You know, there's like tops and bottoms, and sides are people who just like to suck dick. They're not trying to like penetrate or be penetrated. They're just all about the dick sucking, and oral sex. Yeah, people like
I'm
it.
not as into the gay community. I have to say, this sticker stream went real off the rails too.
That did go pretty wild. We made it all the way into gay sex stuff.
Hey, it's what we do.
Let's see.
All right, game. Let's do a race. This will be for another one of those one card.
Oh shit, dude! Do you see that Prime Rogue had an Uber driver offer to suck Uber driver? Fuck me, dude. I cannot say that.
That's on the other end. Do you think,
dude, that is a good deal? That's a good way to
have like a 4.5-star review and they're trying to bump up to 5 stars.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a good way to get
jobs. I'll get my rating back up. They're like, would you like water? Would you like a blowjob? Would you like a Twix? You're like, did you say a blowjob? Is a blowjob an option in there?
I don't know. I feel like that'd be an interesting. I don't know what I guess if I was horny enough and an Uber driver was like, yeah. I mean,
I'm like, I don't know. Personally, if anybody offers that, I'm to the point where like I'm so sketched out about STDs that if you're offering to blow people you've never met before, I'm probably not the first person, and that just makes me concerned about STDs personally. So like, I don't know.
Yeah,
those sort of things kind of freak me out.
I have a lot of gay friends who are like very like in the like sexual like circles of the gay culture, and like a lot of the people like who are on PrEP, which is like the anti HIV and AIDS drug. A lot of the people have like this misconception that PrEP protects you against like other STDs as well. So like they get like more reckless. You take PrEP and then they're like, oh yeah, I'm good against all STDs. It's like, dude, that's just for fucking AIDS. Like you still gotta like, be safe.
I don't have like a moral issue with casual sex. I'm just like too paranoid of health risks of that.
Yeah,
like, I don't have an issue with people that are promiscuous. Like I'm not like that's against the Bible. Like get married. I have no issue with that. I just personally am sort of terrified of like anybody who's that promiscuous because you don't know where they've been, and the only evidence you have is that they're willing to sleep with complete strangers with doing zero research.
Casual
but
sex
that's what you like doing. Good for you. I don't have a problem with it.
Sex is until it has ramifications. Yeah, that's true. It's great until it isn't. Uh-oh, here comes the tornado. Yeet.
Oh my gosh, is he gonna make it? Oh, that's the first lap though. I thought he just got blasted into the finish line.
I don't know. There's I don't know. I guess casual sex in the gay community is pretty fucking easy to come by. I've
like
definitely
casual
talked
sex.
with a few. There's a good amount of like my straight friends who have talked about like their dating experience, and I'm just like, yeah, I have no. First of all, I've been like in a relationship for like since like high school, so I'm not someone to give dating advice. And second of all, like the people I know who do like participate in like this like that game of the it's like it's a completely different, like gay people aren't as, I don't know, it's so easy to get like sex if you're gay. Like, I mean, Prime is getting offered it just by taking an Uber with the right dude. There's also there's apps other than Uber that you could go onto where people are actually like,
Grinder, baby.
yeah. But yeah, it's funny though to hear that like from people. Also, a lot of those people are like pretty good looking people who are like actively trying to like date and having a hard time, which apparently I guess LA
I honestly
is.
think it's harder to date than it is to like hookup culture is bigger than dating culture right now. Like it's actually easier
Oh
if you just want to find someone to sleep with than it is to find someone that actually wants to date you. Like it's harder to, like if you're just looking for casual sex, that's actually easier than like finding a romantic partner if you're on the
Yeah.
apps, in my opinion.
You ever seen these fucking you can do on yes, you probably haven't seen, but on Grinder, you can like host an event. So you can be like, I'm from like this time to this time, like you can come to this address and just like run a train on me. And like people will like check in and stuff, and then like you can see like how many people attended an event and stuff. It's fucking nuts. Like it's so easy to just get casual sex. Like, you literally just, it's like going live. It's like I'm gonna go live for like anyone can come by, and it's crazy.
Speaking of weirdos on your mom's house, there's a guy who does that. He just puts out like videos. He's like, if anyone wants to come fuck me at this address, just go ahead. And he just like blasts his address out. And he's like, he's always looking for specific ethnicities with specific penis sizes, and they're very weird videos, and that's why your mom's house likes them. But based on those videos, it seems like there's opportunities out there if you're willing. That guy's also pretty gross, and I think he does meth, but he's out there. You're into
Hey,
it.
he's trying. I like this story too. Hookup culture being so crazy. His sister-in-law, who's 39, is dating someone who's 29 and just telling people that he's 39. Fake
That
it till you
work?
make it, baby.
Does the person look really old? Oh,
Definitely. I know some people who are like in their 20s who look like they're in their 40s, but then there's also people who are like in their 40s who look crazy young. So I've stopped trying to guess how old people are. I feel like you wouldn't get a lot of pushback if you told someone you were older than you are.
questioning people about their age is also strange. Like if somebody tells you a fake
Yeah.
age, like following up on that is weird. Like it's socially awkward to the point where even if you know they're lying, you generally just don't say anything because it's weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Call them out for lying.
It's like
It's
if
weird
you
to lie
want,
about your age.
you
It's
want
weird
to
to call
say
them out.
you're, you want to say you're 23, like, okay, like maybe.
Buzz King, let's go.
Oh, nice. Buzz King's crushing it in this. Look, you got like a fancy car and everything. Although Montasuerte's got a pretty kick-ass like neon wagon there too.
That neon car is sick, bro. Montasuerte.
Yeah. That's pretty
I'm
wild.
jealous. I'm gonna have to figure out how you got that car and get it myself. I am unlocking points, so I got some golds. All right, should we give away a different prize? Let's see.
Yeah. I think between Paul and I think Paul looks a lot has a younger look, but part of that is like he doesn't have facial hair and doesn't really grow a beard, and so he just looks younger. I feel like if I shaved my beard, I'd also look a lot younger.
I look
But
significantly different when I shave my beard as far as age goes.
yeah.
Even my actual hair, like when I shave my head to short hair, I just look younger.
Just go full bald.
When I worked at Safeway, I used to always like, I pretty much always my entire life just like not cut my hair for a long time and then I shaved my head. And when I did that at Safeway, like people are asking me if I was a new employee. They're like, "Hey, are you new here?" And I'm like, "No, I've worked here for a year and a half. I'm Lewis. Cut my hair, and you don't recognize me at all." But that happens pretty frequently. Like when I do big changes, people will be like, not even recognize me. Which I think is strange because I know I'm me, but I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, that's funny. Let's see.
I was in the alpha season. I wonder if I got that thing. Where is my... Got too much stuff open. Let's look at what we can give away. What is in give.neon?
Damn, dude, I have to upgrade my fucking building material storage in Nova Pangea again just to get my next level building.
First two races get a, what did I say they'll get? They'll get a Critter Craft X Neon Space 1 card pack. And then the next race we'll get. Y'all want one of these Nerds dice?
Ooh, those are cool, yeah.
Literally not a
Jeez.
single one listed. Yeah, let's give away one of these.
Oh, they're not for
I think-
sale. Yeah, this is the only way to get them. It's the hot commodity.
195 of 336 have been burned too. These are pretty much all burned. We'll give away a Nerds Unite dice for our next race. And this is a pack. You can open it. Or it's a blend.
Yeah.
Like you use the dice in a blend. And then
multiple, multiple chances at stuff.
let's go back to the game. Game.
I love hearing about Irish's. What is it?
Blue Stacks got pulled up.
Irish's mining with his ape tokens. Like he came up so fucking hard off that Twitter giveaway. Like way to go.
I guess I can't have our planet open. Well, is my screen working? I can't see it.
No, it's black right now with like this aside.
Okay, I gotta shut this. Sorry, our planet. I'm gonna go ahead and send my defense. I'm gonna send 40,000 or 30,000 units to my base that's being attacked, so I don't forget about it, and then close it.
Nice.
I have one incoming attack at Lewis 4 in 30 minutes. So I'll just stack my defense there. So I don't die when we're streaming.
Nice.
All right. Now we're good to go. And then I'll shut this and it should work for the stream. Because it's auto grabbing whatever window I have open and I have BlueStacks open. Is it working now? It's still being weird.
No, it's still being black. Yeah, weird. Oh, now it's back to.
I'm trying to just. There we go.
Now it's back to the game. There it is.
Turn it off and turn it back on. All right, exclamation point play if you'd like to join this giveaway. This is for the Nerds Unite dice for the Dungeons and Dragons drop. That was a collab between Dr. Crispy and Sully. Shout out to our Nerds Unite. Bam. It's we got some freaking orders back this Monday.
Yeah, we do. We'll have to do another shipping session.
And thank you to everybody who bought stickers. We super appreciate it.
Yeah, that's just so like exciting to see, and like already I think we're ready to, with what's sold today, we'll be able to like.
Yeah, we're ready to order our next, and we definitely will.
We just got to decide which one to do. Now it's like, which one? I guess we gotta figure. I'm gonna see if we can do the wax style like.
You want to test that right now?
Sure. Let's see.
Maybe we won't play big time today. We've already been going for 2 hours. I don't know. I don't really have anything planned after this. I'm down to play some big time, but
yeah, we could watch some off the rails.
Oh, yeah, off the rails too. I just have to. The one thing I really have to do is get all those people get people the information for the claim codes, because there is a time thing on that. So I got to give everybody the information if they need to send 2 blend tokens to burn.neon. But I can do that later after we stream.
Yeah.
All right, let's run this race. If we win another one too, we unlock the next map. Should I turn off the music again? I feel like it's not playing. I did.
Yeah. My Cronenberg 80 wax ready to clean.
We unlock the next map. Like having a map with two different like those what place people are in. because there's different routes and you can't tell like where people are. Like I can't tell if the people on this route are in front of the people here because the roads are all weird. So this is like not a good map for spectating. So I'll be happy when we beat this, so we don't have to play it again. I also don't think this game is as good as Marbles yet, but I do think like it has potential. I also like, I don't know. We've just played Marbles so much. I'm pretty bored of Marbles, so it's nice to like have some variation. I like the power ups. I also like that the maps, like there's the maps change and like that. There's like moving obstacles on the map that you can run into.
Yeah.
So I do think this game does some cool stuff, but like it's just harder to tell what's going on. Like the actual game itself, I think is cooler. It's harder to know who is winning and like having a
Yeah.
map. Like I can't see people's names as well. Like in Marbles, you can see where everybody is everywhere. Like when I hit Alt, it would show people's names through the level, so you can see how far behind they are. But like, if you're not in the first 10 positions, you have no fucking idea where you are on this map.
Yeah, that's true. At least it shows you the top 10.
But even like this white thing, that was not on the last update. So like them adding this made it easier for me to see who I'm selected. So I think they'll change. Like all of that stuff can be fixed. The bones of this is pretty dope. This was honestly sort of what I was hoping Nova Rally would be like. Like if you could use your Nova Rally cars, and then we could just simulate races like this through Nova Rally. Like that would be perfect.
That's what I was hoping for. Similar, something like that too. Actually.
Oh no, Buzz King, you slapped an emote and this guy freaking shot past you. Twelter, Dre, and Mono Suerte have megas. I believe it's actually mega in the chat if you'd like to use it. Oh no, Buzz King, you hit it. Oh no, that was horrible. Now you have to go backwards. Your guy won't just drive. GG. Oh my gosh. This tornado is devastating. Who's going to make it? Is it going to be Fat Boy or Dre? Fat Boy! Oh, that was not the last lap. I thought that was the end. Uh-oh, you hit a banana. Who's that, Buzz King?
Yeah.
Fat Boy, Dre, and Buzz King are all neck and neck. It's the last lap. Banana Storm, look out. Fat Boy successfully dodged the Banana Storm. But he could not dodge the tornado. Oh no, is it going to throw you all the way off? Bye, Fat Boy.
Damn.
Fat Boy is what my neighbor used to call their dog. That was his nickname. He was like a poodle mix. So shout out Fat Boy, my neighbor's dog. Trying to remember his real name. I can't. I only remember Fat Boy.
That's all you need.
And shout out to the Sweezies, who I have not talked to since I lived in Lakemont. Oh no, lasagna! It's all bots. No, I don't want the bots to win, but it looks like they're going to win. If the bots win, we'll give the NFTs to a not bot, obviously, but we can't unlock the next level unless a human wins, so that's why I'm rooting for a human. Top 3 players are all bots right now, though. Hit him! Hit him! I think he still got it. But Buzz King does look like he won a second round, so congrats to Buzz King. You got yourself some nerd dice.
Oh, snap. I might be able to build this.
What are you trying to build?
The DAO. It looks like I can get further than I used to be.
Yeah, he told me he worked on it and then he fixed it and then like he broke it again. And he's like, I'm going to fix it again. That was the last I talked to him. He's like, I already fixed the thing that was broken, but then I need to change it again. Let's see. I got to give an old paste to Rooney to Buzz King. 2 wins in a row. Pretty good. And you got a different energy this time.
Rigged.
King gets nerd dice.
Oh wow, dude, that sticker dropped it super well today. Only 6 left in stock. Thank you guys so much.
GG's. Yeah,
Rock
thank
Caddy.
you. Peace
do
and
this.
love. Should we do another one of these before we do off the rails? Do you guys want to do one more?
Yeah, we got to win so we
Do
can
one
get the
more
next
giveaway. Should
That's
we do
the
Nerd
problem.
Dice?
Is if we do win, then we got to play again because it will play the new level.
What should we give away though? Should we give away another one of these Nerds Dice? I can show off what else we got. We got a RotaQuest rare card ticket. We have the Max Neon Reborn. We haven't given these away yet, but these are very rare.
Oh yeah, those are fucking cool. You should give one of those away. I have one of those. I got one of those thanks to KY.
It's got more Antopia pins. I still have all these testing ground packs. These are now useless, but people buy them for 50 cents. So I'm thinking maybe we just give them away and we tell people to flip them because
Okay.
they literally anybody can mint these assets into their wallets built into the game interface now. So like this was like an in-between thing that worked for about a week, and then now we're just sitting on like 100 of these packs. And I feel we're giving them to people because it's like they're not useful, but it's like I don't know. I guess we could just burn them all. I don't really know what to do with them. But if they sell for 50 cents, like why not give them to people to sell instead of just burning them?
Yeah.
It's just kind of a lame prize because it's like not really useful. We got a bunch of Momos still, Momocos and Momo coins. We got a ZOS starter kit. We still have Rider packs, Chapter 2 Rider packs. We got a Designer Con Sune pack. We have a sketch pack from Consumer Ranking. We've got a lot of cool shit in this wallet. Since we've been doing less giveaways, we're kind of just like building up a shit ton of giveaways. We've got a Looty pack, lowest listing for $50. Let's give away the Neon Max though, since you said let's give that away.
Oh, the Looty pack is a fucking kick ass.
Should we give away Mint 99 or Mint 100?
Oh, that's 100 of 100, isn't it?
Let's do 99. Let's keep 100 if it's cooler mint. I mean, we'll give it away still, but we'll save that for maybe like a Fall Guys or like a gaming giveaway. Mint 99 and Max Reborn will be our next giveaway.
We'll do it'll be part of one of the wheel spins. I like the Looty pack too. I like those.
And this will be our last race and giveaway for now, and then we'll do maybe some off the rails videos. Let's see. Exclamation point play if you'd like to join the giveaway. It's time. I'm freaking exhausted. I feel like I want to take a nap, but it's too late to take a nap. I'll just fuck up my sleep cycle again. You heard the man. It's time.
Oh, I gotta reconnect to my server out here too. Should I try making this DAO right now, just live too? We could try walking through that.
Sure. Maybe next Tuesday we can do the vote, so we can announce it. Or no, next Tuesday we have Wax Dude coming on. We have the CTO of Wax coming on our stream on Tuesday, so
Oh yeah, that'll be good.
I mean, maybe we can mention it, but we shouldn't waste his time like doing our shit. We should interview about his stuff. Like, hey, welcome to our stream. We're just going to promote our project for the next hour. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this race. Chums up, mate. Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins. It'd be fun to do something with Leroy. Is that like too weird old school internet? But we should make like a Leroy neon sign. I grew up yelling Leroy Jenkins anytime I ran into anything in a video game. And I just still did it. Like, to this day, that's still relevant to me. That and Everybody Runs Faster with a Knife are like two of the like most iconic video game dialogue videos. I wonder what ever happened to FPS Doug. FPS Doug made the Everyone Runs Faster with a Knife video, but he had a TV show for a minute. Like they had like an actual produced TV show based on that character.
Oh, yeah.
It might have been a YouTube show, not an actual TV show, but curious like if that guy ever had success or he just faded into YouTube obscurity. Lance was showing me that Danny Brown did an Unforgivable skit at the beginning of one of his new music videos. Like he did like a version of Unforgivable. It's just like, it's crazy that we're so old that there's like people on the internet that don't know what Unforgivable is. But like, if you were on the internet 10 years ago, you probably knew what Unforgivable was. Do people know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, Max? I can't see your face, so I can't see.
Unforgivable, yeah, that was like the guy with like he'd be like, "Is that unforgivable?" And he'd tell like this crazy story about waffle fries.
And they're usually pretty misogynistic.
Yeah.
Bitch, that's my BO. Smell it. I remember that was a line from it.
Yeah, I totally remember the Unforgivable guys. That was a while ago.
Those are also like I watched a deep dive on those, and like those guys had like one of those guys killed themselves. Like they have a really sad story, but they never had any success like on YouTube after that. But they were like really early success, and they tried to pivot into like making a media company and just like couldn't find any success. Those videos were also strange because people thought they were real, but they were fake. So like it's before people really understood fake videos for going viral. And like all those stories the guy was telling was 100% made up. Like he's just improving fake, ridiculous stories about like hooking up with girls. And that became like the Unforgivable series. But they like were not able to replicate that success with anything else. There's a channel that's pretty good on YouTube where a guy goes and he goes through like all of the original viral videos and he like tracks their careers and like tells you what happens. And that one's one of the sadder ones. One of the dudes killed himself.
I'm looking into like setting up this DAO, and there needs to be a voting pool of assets that are having the right to vote in it. And so right now I could link it to the Neon Blend token pool or the Cronionberg pool, or I need to make another pool that's like for all of the Neon Space assets, which I feel like is a fair way to vote as well. So people don't have to.
We're going to use the Neon FT, not NFTs.
Okay. We can do the FTs. Yeah, I can set that. I have to create a pool then for those too. So
I thought that, I mean, that's how we've been pitching it. I'm also fine if we do something differently.
Okay,
but
yeah, no, I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. Is that what are people thinking?
I mean, you could literally just put it so like every single NFT and can FTs and NFTs go in the same pools and say you could just like put everything in our collection in the same pool?
Those are separate pools, yeah. So and we can choose NFT or FT pools.
Well, honestly, I think NFT makes more sense because you can turn the FT into an NFT, but then you can't turn any of our NFTs into the FT without burning them. So if we want people to vote without burning their shit, the NFT thing actually makes more sense.
So that's why I was kind of thinking create a pool that just like accepts, like it's a non-custodial pool where like it just looks at your wallet and it sees that
one NFT, one vote, every NFT in Neon Space qualifies.
Basically, yeah. So it's like that it wouldn't be able to wait based on rarity, which I don't know if I like that.
That's fine for now. Like
in the future,
it's kind of a for fun thing. We're not making like super serious decisions. Like
that's true. I'd say I'm the KY will have a shit ton of voting weight anyway, regardless of how we stack it.
It's also a test. If this doesn't go well and like we decide that one person decides everything and the rest of the community is not cool with that, we can, adjust. So we'll see how this first one goes, and then.
Okay.
Oh my gosh!
So I think my takeaway is to create a pool that is like a non-custodial pool of all Neon Space assets, right? Or go with one of our existing pools.
I think it should be non-custodial. I don't like the idea of people having to lock shit up to vote.
Like long term, I want to move all of our custodial pools into non-custodial versions of those. I prefer.
The voting one, I definitely make.
I want you to have it in a collection
instead of doing the wax ones. Oh no, Winnie! Oh, that was a crazy ending. That was cool. Shout out to your family, Winnie Frederick. Congratulations. You just won a Neon Max the Reborn, which is Max when he turned into a zombie.
And cured zombie, baby. And I think it stakes for zombie tokens in
rads.
Rads, that's what they're called now. For Tales of the Cryptos game.
I think zombie you get from like the missions and stuff, and the rads is what you spend to get the zom, but I don't play Tales of the Crypto. I'm not gonna pretend like I do. Which is why we made Max. They asked to make me into the card, and I was like, I'm sorry, but I don't really like do your collection, so you should give it to Max since he actually has your stuff.
I do, but I collect like the world leader ones and stuff like that.
Yeah, we got into them back when they were more of an art collection than a game collection, and it definitely kind of like pivoted into a game from the art collection, and now they're kind of both. But when we did our collab with them, the game wasn't really live yet. We did our like It's crazy that was like a year ago at this point, like our Tales of Crypto collab.
Yeah. let's see.
Neon Max Reborn. Cheer! Thank you for the cheer. Primero guy. Can't believe I read that so wrong earlier. Can hype. You can also probably bring your camera back if you want, Max.
Oh yeah, nice. Let's see.
We can do some off the rails videos.
I'm back. Right. I feel like it'd be fun format to do an off the rails like video stream where like everybody brings a few videos and then we vote on whose videos were the best.
I like that too. It just
Because my videos are always fire.
I honestly don't bring as many videos these days. Most of my videos are just videos I find on other streams that I watch.
Yeah. Could be like a
Problem is a lot of the streams I watch, like the content is just too dark. Like your mom's house, like that Daddy Layla God one is like one of the more timid ones they do. That they like the people they choose to make fun of are generally like very depraved people to the point where it's like I don't know if this is like appropriate to even show on our stream. It's a lot of people like doing meth and like talking about how like they can come so quickly after like taking like 20 hits of some sort of like drug. Like I don't know. So, to me, very entertaining and interesting content, but it's a little different than our stream.
TD calls Prime Primero. He says.
At least Comic Standing usually gives us stuff. All right, this one's from you, Max. This one says Abrupt
Yeah, at least
Chaos.
Comic Standing
Sitting here
submitted
trying
a
to watch
few.
baseball. Least Comic Standing actually has access to our channel. Like he's posting stuff directly now. So shout out Least Comic Standing. We appreciate. And anyone, if you do give us content, we'll look at it live.
I'm gonna hide myself.
You shouldn't be over the screen. Go above me. Like I don't maximize the YouTube videos, so it'll never be on the right side. That's where the like suggested videos are.
From
All
back,
right.
I'm above.
I haven't
Except
seen this
this-
from Chaos. I would just
baseball
assume
one?
this guy hits a bird or something without even seeing this. Let's see.
Oh, okay. I remember this one. Nah, it's not quite as dark.
Oh my god, he hit the guy's beer behind him. That also could have gone way worse. What kind of baseball place doesn't have a net there? Oh, this is not a major
Right.
league. It's
No,
Arkansas.
this is
something
like a
like-
local like thing. It hits the beer and splashes all over him, and he's such a good sport about it.
But that's also where like
Splat.
you know, like if that ball hits you in the face, like that can do serious damage. Which is generally why in baseball stadiums they have giant nets over that part of the
Yeah.
audience. So it's not possible to get. Same with bats. People will break bats, and the broken piece of bat can fucking like impale you if you're that close to the field.
It's he's in the splash sound, dude. He definitely has a really good attitude about it, though. He just
Yeah, that-
immediately.
That's about as well as that could have gone. Like that could have been very dangerous. Okay, this is Least Comic Standing sending us Cantonese Tudor. Said Tudor really weird. Tudor. It's like the. I think that's like a Tudor. I think was like a. Isn't Tudor like an ancient, like society? You know how they had like Romans and like Tudor. Like I think that's from back then. I could be
No, I
wrong
have
about
no
that.
idea.
That sounds right to me though. Like that sounds like some sort of ancient. I hate how it always starts out muted. If your name sounds with a Lin like Ian, it sounds like Ian too, which means penis in Cantonese.
Ends with Lyn or Lan. Lun sounds like Lun, which means in Cantonese. Caitlin, Kaylin, strange Madeline, Madeline, floor wiping, Jocelyn, Jocelyn, ship blocking, Nolan, Lolan, Old, Dylan, Dylan, fuck.
That's pretty great. I learned something new.
That's a great trick. I feel like learning Cantonese would be something I would be interested in, but it sounds really difficult.
STDs impaled by bat. 6 Million Ways to Die by Neon Lewis. I do have a lot of irrational fears of death, if we're going to be real.
Impaled by bat splinters when a bat breaks at a baseball game.
You can't forget California falling off of the United States from an earthquake. That's one of my fears.
Yeah, California breaking off and just sinking into the ocean.
So what is this? Let's see who sent this to. Oh, this is Least Comic Standing said Afroman had his house raided. It made security footage. It's a little long but pretty funny. And apparently he was sued by the officers for the raid. So that's
Yeah, he used it in a music video, and they like sued him for not like giving them the release rights. But it looks like he blurred people's faces, didn't he?
Oh, this is the official music video. I don't think we can watch the actual video, but we can watch like.
Yeah, I think Afroman's music's gonna be copyright claimed probably. He's a pretty big star. That is a
literally
pretty
music
hilarious.
Yeah,
That's pretty
footage.
gangster rap, dude. To fucking make your own homemade. If they ate his cake, wow, fucking dicks, dude.
Why did he get raided?
I don't
All
know.
those CDs.
They're jealous that he has money. I don't know.
There's them kicking in the door. Afroman, honestly, is a kind of strange guy. He punched a woman in the face on stage and had to like take anger management like a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
He's had a pretty like rough career after like he had one hit album, and since then he's had like no success. And
That was a
had
pretty big hit though. Those songs were all bangers on that album.
yeah, that album had like multiple. It had
Yeah.
had crazy rap, had
Colt 45 and 2 zigzags.
that's crazy rap. What are the other ones though? Has She Won't Let Me Fuck was kind of a big song.
You won't let me fuck. Because I got high, isn't that him?
Yeah, Because I Got High. That's the other really big one.
Yeah, because I got high was like a big one on that. It's like the single.
Let's read
Those
it.
are all on the same album too. She won't let me fuck.
7 law enforcement officers have sued rap artists. I always liked Palmdale and Tall Cans. I like that whole album though. Like Afro Man likes tall cans. He also had a song
yeah.
like, walking down the street with some chicken and a 40, hauling out some bitches, and I'm looking for a party. He had so many
Yeah.
fucking fresh ass lyrics on that album. That was like when I was drinking 40s in college, I was listening to Afro Man.
Yeah, Colt 45, I think that's classic for me. Classic, like
Palmdale is
high
actually like a good song though. Like Palmdale wasn't like ridiculous. It talked about how he grew up playing football in Florida and then like learned how to sell drugs, and like they like basically is like an autobiographical thing about like how he had to hustle his way into becoming a musician. But it's like he actually has some like legitimate songs on that album. It's just not the ones that got popular.
Yeah, he's got good street cred too. He's fun. I like those songs.
He also like as a producer, he plays multiple instruments. Like he played guitar and he sang and he played bass and like all those like fake laugh tracks and stuff too. He's like, "Oh man, get out of here!" That's all him. Like he does. Afro Man was just all him. He's the producer and
He's
the rapper.
one
So that
bedroom.
album is very much just like one dude making everything in his bedroom, which is like it sounds like a party and it's just one guy. So like
Where he's like, I was gonna clean my room, and he's like, no, you weren't. But then I got high.
I don't know. He's never had any success after that. Like he re-released that entire album at one point. Like that's how like unsuccessful he is. He just re-released he re-recorded those songs. They're just like, will you buy these again? Like that's how you know an artist is really running out of ideas when they just re-record all of the music they already sold to you. I also remember he had an album called For Obama after Obama got elected.
That wasn't my favorite.
Nobody listened to it. I listened to it once and was like, this is bad.
I heard it, and I was like, yeah, that's enough of that. There's also like a
I'm a
follow
fan.
up.
Like, I liked his other albums. I tried to listen to his stuff. It was not good.
Yeah. I think because I got high, he did like an update for when like weed was legalized. I remember there was like a new version of it.
Yeah,
where
they're
it's,
just
like,
suing
a
him to use
legal-
their faces without their name, which is pretty, makes sense.
I guess that is kind of like music video 101 though. How are you gonna fucking put someone's face on there without getting a release if it's a commercial video?
Depends on what state you live in too. Because like when you're in New York, like you can shoot man on the street stuff without getting people's consent, which is why like Eric Andre
That's good.
and all those people shoot in New York is because, but in California you can't put anybody on any video without their permission. So
That'd be an
Also-
interesting thing too, though, because it's his house. It's video of them in his private property. So it's like if you step into my property, I can film you. It should be kind of like, I don't know, interesting to see if they win the suit. I'm
yeah, we'll
curious.
see what the
Yeah.
legal precedent is set. All right, this is Reddit. It says new player 1, unexpected twist.
Go to the park after dark, smoke that tumbleweed.
Roll,
Oh, the
jump.
I shared this.
Stems.
Getting high as hell, rolling poop Palmdale, skating on caddy rims. It's a good memory.
That is not what I was expecting. What is going on here? That probably hurts so bad, dude.
Like putting some kind of circle thing into the ground.
Oh my god! Just the thumbnail of this looks insane. This is Paul.
Oh shit! What's Paul? Is Paul getting another
Car's
cannibal?
flying on the Chatsworth Freeway. It's like a car, just like in it looks like a car is an airplane. It's just in the sky.
Oh, it's probably an
So this is
edited
probably
photo.
about to be fucking wild. Do you see this thumbnail?
Oh, I saw this one. No, the car actually does go flying like that. This is such a freak accident too. It's so crazy.
Freeway when a car violently flips over. Check this out. Keep your eye on the white truck in the middle of your screen. Its left front tire comes loose suddenly, shoots across the lane,
Oh, that's
rolls
not how I was
underneath the
expecting that to go
black
down.
vehicle, and that sends it flying into the air as you just saw,
Jesus.
landing on its roof and rolling onto its wheels. That loose tire
that's fucking
still
nightmare
rolling down the
fuel.
freeway, hits the back of the Kia.
That's like not even
and
anybody's
then
fault.
take another
The
like it's just
odds of that shit.
stunt
Yeah, I
that
know.
was
This
set up
comes
for
off. He
This
goes
happens for
flying.
everyone.
Everybody's okay, by the way.
There's nothing you can do to prevent that either. That's why that's so terrifying. Like nobody.
Yeah,
did
it's
anything
also like, yeah, whose fault is that? Fucking nobody. Whose insurance pays for those damages?
That's like Final Destination shit. Like, goddamn.
That was a crazy one. Yeah, I had seen that one already. Usually,
This
I
is from
haven't seen
Black
Paul's
People
video.
Twitter.
Okay, this must be from Paul. I don't know if I subscribed to this
This is
one.
from Paul. I occasionally get into Black People Twitter, but I'm generally not posting that stuff here. I fell deep into the rabbit hole of Black Twitter's thoughts on the Will Smith versus Chris Rock thing, and they got some
yeah.
Black Twitter has some very different takes than my white people Twitter that I follow.
Oh yeah.
I was talking to Paul about it a little bit, but like a lot of people see Will Smith as the victim and on Black Twitter. Like, even though he's the person that slapped the other person, they're like, Jada's cucking him, and then Chris Rock's making fun of him for getting cucked, or like they're challenging his manhood, like they deserve to get slapped for that. But like they don't think Jada's the victim, they don't think Chris Rock's the victim. And also, this isn't everybody, obviously. This is just like I don't see that take as often
That's
from my
an
white
interesting
friends.
take. Yeah, I haven't heard that take before.
That's like not a
I don't know
uncommon
if that
take from like
doesn't really compute for
Black
me,
Twitter.
but that's an interesting take.
Yeah, it's just like very different than like, most people I say are like, most people I follow are comedians. So most people are like, you should never fucking punch a comedian. That's generally, if you look at my social media, that's the take that's like everybody's saying is violence for comedy doesn't make sense. So it's
yeah,
interesting.
my
to see,
takeaway was always
violence
just
is
like,
justified. He should have fucking smacked Chris Rock. Chris Rock deserved it. It's just like, oh, like
yeah.
you have a very different view on life.
Dude,
than I do.
that's where that's my whole thing is like I feel like in preschool or like kindergarten you learn to use your words and not like be violent. So I feel like that shit doesn't fly in kindergarten. It shouldn't fly like anywhere.
It's a joke, man. Like the joke, they say it's a joke, not a dick. Don't take it so hard.
Yeah, bye Bitrex. That's fine in the chat. You're saying
Or
Bitrex
US.
is down for US.
You have until the end of the month to withdraw your shit. You have until the end of April. So if you have any money in Bitrex in the United States, move it off that exchange or you'll not be able to access it in the start of what comes after April, May.
Yeah, it's they're winding down because their operation I don't think would get a pass from the US regulators. Other exchanges still function in the United States just fine.
This sounds awesome. It says man shot by taser pretends to be subdued so he can surprise the cop and run away. So
Oh, nice.
if
Is this
works
me
out
or is this
right,
Paul?
I think Paul kind of killed it just by the description. Oh, what if I tried to maximize this and it's a picture of a Twitter video.
What?
Let me see. Are you
Oh,
blocked?
I see. Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
Pretending to be tased.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Holy shit.
Oh my god!
Damn, he got away.
It did work.
I will say that's a pretty good move. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not going to recommend attacking cops and running from them, but
Yeah, big brain.
doing
big
it
brain
successfully is pretty impressive. Let's watch that one more time. So this guy's, I don't know if he actually got tased. Did the guy miss
I
with the
think he got
taser, or is he
tased. I
like?
think he's just playing. He's playing it up how much it affected him.
So he's such a beast that he just took that taser and was fine with it. Yeah, he got shot in the arm.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! What are we doing? Oh my god! Oh my god!
That is
Oh
a
my god!
crazy
Oh my
video.
god!
I honestly don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that. Normally, people get tased; they're pretty subdued. Like being able to take a taser and just like bouncing off, like that's
Maybe you gotta like
That's
work
my
your
man.
way up, build up a tolerance.
all right. Let's
That was a
play the
pretty
next
intense video.
That was. Paul's good with the intense videos. Paul's videos aren't always funny, but they're usually pretty intense. All right, time traveling. I feel like this guy's just gonna be insane, but let's find out. Playing?
Or
Can't tell if this is like a troll. Is the video 0 seconds long and that's why it's time traveling? Oh no. What is going on with this guy's head too? Oh my
Well,
gosh, I hate
everything about that.
This is from fucking Least Comic Standing. No, this is not from Least Comic Standing. This is from Paul. I will not put this bad juju on Least Comic Standing.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
put that
it's
on
been-
this comic. That was, oh my god, what is that thing? Is that just
If
like
a time traveler isn't coming back to stop you from doing what you're doing, then what you're doing probably isn't all that bad.
I know, like, you shouldn't make fun of people's physical deformities, but that is grossing me out. Like, that makes me almost gag, like, looking at that. Ugh.
I love it.
Like,
He's playing it up for effect in a way that is just hilarious. But
I know he is, but there's something
That's
about
a-
that that's just like, it's like nails on a chalkboard. Like, something about that just, like, to my soul disturbs me.
yeah, it's
And, like,
unsettling.
the other thing is it wasn't as disturbing until he put the glasses on it. Like, I can live with him just having that thing on his forehead, but like resting the glasses on it, something about that just, I don't know. I didn't like it. No, sir, I do not like it.
Mm-mm.
All right, now this one's from last, or at least Comic Standing. So I'll say I like 2 out of 3 of Paul's videos, but that one was not for me. But you seem to like that one, so.
I did actually. I kind of cracked up.
Ooh, it's a Rick Rubin. It says play instruments.
Play instruments? Barely. Do you know how to work a soundboard?
No. I have no technical ability.
So what are you being paid for?
The confidence that I have in my taste and my ability to express what I feel has proven helpful for artists.
Rick Rubin. There's
What a
like
job.
2 camps. There's 2 camps of music producers. One camp thinks Rick Rubin's the most overpaid producer of all time and he's fucking horrible. And then other people think he's like the best producer of all time and a genius. So he'll charge like bands like $200,000 and he'll come in and you'll just be like, yeah, that snare sounds weird. You should fix that. And then he leaves. And you're like, yeah, that was me producing your album. Like, and some bands have been like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. There's been bands that have worked with him that said they feel like they got absolutely ripped off and he just stole their money. But then also, like, he has a track record of producing #1 hits for the past 30 years for multiple bands. So it's like kind of hard to argue with the results of his work. But yeah, production also, like, that's the old school version of production because production didn't used to be like producers are now known as people who make beats. Like, if you make beats, you're a producer, you're a DJ and a producer. That's not how production worked because there were no DJs in the fucking 1960s. Like, you didn't make music by sampling other music until the 80s or the 90s. So that was not even a thing. So, like, producers in the 60s oftentimes actually were not musicians. And they were literally just like businessmen that were trying to make commercial things. And they're trying to filter the artist visions into something that will sell. So a lot of like, there's like one of the biggest producers from the 60s, never learned how to play music. He works with like Simon and Garfunkel and all these guys. And his job was basically just to like give the artist confidence on what worked well. He'd be like, okay, play me 5 songs. That's the best one. That's your single. Like, but that was what a producer did back in the day. It was not someone who knew how to work the soundboard and all that stuff. So like, well, I get this as a joke about Chat GPT. Like, the term producer has evolved in music over the last 50 years. And like what Rick Rubin does is traditionally what a producer did like back in the 60s and stuff. And there's been a bunch of very famous producers that know nothing about music. They don't understand music theory. Like they don't know how to write a song, but they have taste. And what he said, he's like, I can tell you what I think sounds better, and the general public generally agrees with me. So I'll tell you what sounds the best, and that will be your hit song, and we'll release it, promote that one, and you'll make more money. So like, that's sort of what Rick Rubin does. It was a long rant for a joke about Chat GPT. It is a funny joke though that like in the future no one's gonna have any skills. Chat GPT is just gonna do it for them.
I mean, you can literally like if you want a job, just take the job listing, copy it, paste it into Chat GPT, and be like, write me a cover letter for this job, and it'll do that.
Why can't I look at this?
It definitely makes.
Well, I can't look at Reels unless I log into whoever posted this. So sorry, Least Comic Standing. That one's not going to work. Also, I think Reels only last for 24 hours, or is that no? That's stories. It's weird. I can't watch these without logging in. Maybe I'll log in next week so we can watch them. I generally don't want my personal Instagram to be watching the weird videos that we're watching though, because then it fucks with my algorithm.
Takes away from
this woman's face is unrecognizable under 10 Gs. I'm not even sure what that means. Oh, 9.5.
Oh my god, I remember this one. This one is fucking
That's so awesome. How you doing? You doing good? Yeah. Alright, we pulled 6 Gs. You want to do one high G turn and go back? Yeah. Like a ripple air race turn? Yeah. Okay.
10 Gs.
So in the ripple air race, the most time we did a vertical turn. So it'd be just like a half Cuban, okay? We'll get going fast. You got your head braced perfectly right there. Yep. Just tighten up your neck muscles, tighten up your legs. I'm going to try to put like 10 Gs on you, okay? Okay. So here we go. Tighten up your legs, tighten up your neck. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh! She looks crazy.
Looking for the recovery gate, and boom, right through the gate. How about that? Holy shit,
Mushes her lips and stuff down.
That's hilarious.
10 Gs. That's 10 times the Earth's gravity. Jesus. That's like what Goku trains at when he's like on his way to Namek.
I can also log in. I have a couple Instagram accounts. I can also make like a Neon Space account so we can just fuck up our. Actually, we already have an Instagram account. I believe Bob made our Instagram account though, so like our Instagram account is just not. No one's managing it. Technically, there is a Neon Space Instagram account. We just never pursued it because the person running it is the person that no longer works with us.
Yeah, I feel like watching those videos.
Mark has not been around, but I don't fuck with Instagram for Neon Space.
Watching those videos of people like experiencing all that G-force is always crazy because like I'm pretty good at flying airplanes in like video games, but I feel like if you're doing those crazy maneuvers while all that shit is happening to your body, like it'd be a lot harder.
Same thing goes with NASCAR. Like people say NASCAR is not a sport. Your body gets fucking wrecked when you're going that fast. Like it's very physically intensive to drive a car that fast. So like, those guys are athletes, and also like mentally and like you got to be so like on point to be going 200 miles per hour for like in several hours straight, not hit anything. Like
I mean, I've ridden like a jet ski or like a snowmobile, and that is definitely also like exhausting. You know, it's like it has a motor, but you're like resting.
I get tired riding our fucking electric scooters like that.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. It's
all
not
right.
like
this was an article that was sent to us by Least Comic Standing. It says removing Colombian drug lords hippos to cost $3.5 million. Hot damn. Colombia said Wednesday it was making progress in the transfer of 70 hippos to overseas sanctuaries, but mitigating the havoc caused by this unusual legacy of deceased drug lord Pablo Escobar carries a hefty price tag of $3.5 million. I guess that makes sense. Like hippos are so expensive. How are you transporting them? Like whatever you're transporting them in has to be able to carry a ton of weight.
Millions of dollars though? That's a lot of money.
The cocaine baron brought a small number of the African beasts to Colombia in the late 1980s, but after his death in 1993, the animals are left to roam freely in a hot, marshy area of Antigua Department, where environmental authorities have been helpless to curb their numbers, which now stand at 150 animals.
Oh. Okay, there's 150.
Like okay,
this is like I think I saw you post this. At least kind of this is a throwback to like the repopulation of the beaver thing that we did, where they like airdropped beavers. This is like a similar thing where they're like transporting animals, wildlife again to like. That's wild.
Authorities said they plan to capture and move nearly half of the hippopotamuses And that's a really weird word spelled as hippopotamuses.
Why would they only move half of them? Aren't they just going to reproduce and
I
be
don't know.
back?
In the coming months, with 10 bound for the Ostok Sanctuary in northern Mexico and 60 destined for an as yet named facility in India. Wouldn't it be way harder to get them from Colombia to India than Colombia to Mexico? The whole operation cost around $3.5 million. Ernesto Zazueta, owner of the Ostok Sanctuary, told reporters he and Governor Anibal Gaviria, I don't know how to say that, the Colombian regime that it is home to hippos, say they plan to lure the animals with bait into pens where they will remain confined before being put into special crates for the transfer. They tried a sterilization program and it didn't work. Just fucking those hippos just fuck. You can't stop them.
Viral. That's wild. $3 million, but I guess it's 110 hippos, so that's not even that crazy. So that's like, a couple $100,000.
Let's look up what a hippo weighs. I'm pretty sure it's like thousands of pounds. What is a hippopotamus?
Plus, I think they're talking about the cost not just of transporting them. It's probably like the cost of capturing them and transporting them and everything.
They weigh 1,500 to 1,800 kilograms.
Jesus. And now look up USPS. How much is it to ship something for 1,800 kilograms?
How much is it to ship 1,800 kilograms? They won't even tell me.
Yeah, that's not a question that like real people need an answer to.
That's like the point where like you can't put that on an airplane. Like that's a hard thing to transport.
Oh, I remember Hungry Hippos. They had the best little Hungry Hippos song. It was like a cha cha ta 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 ta.
I feel like it's like
everybody remembers Hungry Hippos.
Hungry Hippos was part of one of the Funko drops that they did. The Hungry Hippos was part of like the retro toys collection. The green hippo you could get as a Funko redeemable. Shout out to Funko.
It also says if you played in the alpha release of the racing game that we were playing, you probably have that skin he was using too.
Gifts that end too soon is what this is called. Abrupt chaos.
I follow this. This could be me. This one's great.
No. That also seems like it should be one of the now all the boys boom, boom.
Oh yeah, like it's the start of a song. I still the best thing of those.
So I can look them up specifically because there's a ton of good ones, but like I had to just look up like Phil Collins, whatever. Like
Phil Collins one was so good with the goat like flopping through the fucking like clay thing.
I can feel
this one's pretty great though. He's like eats shit just because he spills his drink and then slips in it. It's pretty.
Somebody should be helping him carry that shit if he has friends there. Like he's making a guy.
He's carrying like a tray with like a drink and stuff on it while hopping on one leg. So it's just like the perfect comedy setup. And then this is just the clip of the payoff. It's wonderful.
It's called Win Stupid Prizes. Dive into a pool like. I'm assuming it doesn't go well.
Oh, Win Stupid Prizes. This is
2 seconds. We can play a song for 2 seconds. We can't get copyrighted for that short. What did she think was going to happen? She just dove face first into the side. Like even if she went off the side, like her face is hitting a ladder. Like if she actually dove not to hit the slide, she wouldn't have hit the water at all. Like that was just
like oh man. Foot on the arc. Yeah, that's funny.
The Nitro Stream Racers came from anyone who played from January 24th to March 9th. So we might all have the neon.
Yeah, it's a wrap for a specific car. The Deluxe.
I believe this will be our last Off the Rails video. This was submitted by Buzz King. Thank you very much for the submission.
Ooh. Let's see what Buzz King got.
God, this looks like it's going to be funny.
We were in the middle of our tournament when my friend John said he found a body in the bushes over there. I ran over there because I'm a healing monk to try and help, but obviously my magic wasn't strong enough because The dude's body was missing a head. So
Oh my god.
This is hilarious. He's like, I tried to use my fucking my role playing magic on an actual dead body.
Yeah, that guy is too into his character, like very committed.
I tried to use the necromancer spell, which didn't work, which I knew it wouldn't. And apparently,
This is hilarious. Thank you for the submission. This is a 5 out of 5 star submission for nerddom, cringe, like everything.
Hold on. Play that one more time. I want to hear the whole thing. He says that was nuts.
They're LARPing in the woods, and they find a real dead body, and they're like pretending.
And then they keep
we
LARPing.
were at the Milford tournament when my friend John said he found a body in the bushes over there. I ran over there because I'm a healing monk to try and help, but obviously my magic wasn't strong enough because the dude's body was missing a head. So my friend decided to try and use a necromancer spell, which didn't work, which I knew it wouldn't. And apparently we contaminated the crime scene because that spell uses a lot of glitter.
Oh my god, we didn't even get to the punchline. That is hilarious.
That was nuts. That spell uses a lot
Apparently,
of
we contaminated the crime scene because that spell uses a lot of glitter. My fucking god.
Holy crap, that got better and better.
Like
Like
I don't want to be rude, but is this person mentally handicapped? Like that doesn't seem like something that you would ever logically do. Like
it seems like you have a hard time separating reality from fantasy if you come across a real dead body and keep playing your game. Like, I mean, no shade at LARPing. LARPing looks like a lot of fun, but like nowhere reality, you know,
I think
begins.
this is my
with
favorite
finding
off the
dead
rails
body.
video today, though. This is like every part of that was a banger. Part 1, I'm a monk, so I ran over. Okay, this guy's ridiculous. Part 2, my friend's a necromancer, and you're like, even more
so we
ridiculous.
tried
Part
to cast
3,
the
there's
necromancer.
glitter all over the dead body now.
Like, I knew it wouldn't work, but we did.
You guys, here comes my speculation. This guy actually killed him, and they're trying to throw the glitter on the dead body so they can't like cover their tracks.
That
is, like,
honestly, that would be like the most like elaborate cover up and so clever because I don't picture this guy as being involved, but that might
this
be
guy.
the
He seems so innocent that I'm now, you know, if this is my true crime podcast, he's my number one suspect because he contaminated the fucking dead body by throwing glitter all over it.
yeah. Jeez, that's also that's crazy. Like if you so they came across a headless torso, like a headless body, and didn't drop. Didn't
this
drop
kind
the
of
rope.
crazy necromancy spell didn't work. To be honest,
Yeah, honestly,
33,000 likes.
that's
Banger
the most
comment.
crazy part is that the with all that glitter that the necromancy didn't work. That's wow. That was grade A, excellent submission. Thanks for that, Buzz King. I loved it.
Somebody else said, "Please be
He's like,
single. Please be single."
my
please be
magic
single."
wasn't strong enough, so we had to get the necromancer involved.
This guy's actual TikTok too. Like, is this guy a comedian? Like, what else is going on in his?
Yeah, come on. There's no way.
I think this guy's I think he's a comedian now. I think this is fake. We got had everybody.
Oh.
Because he's got like another one.
It's too perfect. It's really funny though.
It's still funny though. This is good comedy.
Yeah.
Unless he just is always getting on the news. Because there's other people who literally like try to crash news stuff. So maybe he just is good at getting on the news. But also, like, how hard is it to just add that? Like, we're video people
like,
add
the
that on our
sketch.
thing and they
There's
look
no
like
way if it's a bit, if they're doing a bit and they actually spread glitter over a crime scene, I feel like that's a crime.
that. Yeah. This makes more sense now.
Yeah. Still, well done, well done. It's also an interesting touch to like make the sketch as
I'm here
like,
today protesting this drag brunch. I believe it's very dangerous and unsafe. You know, for a restaurant this size, why are they putting on an indoor car racing event? People should be able to enjoy their flapjacks and orange juice without worrying about carbon monoxide poisoning, let alone getting completely crushed by a motorized vehicle.
That one wasn't as funny.
Yeah, it is a fun touch for him though to like film his TV set where he like makes a sketch.
We all know
puts it
it's
on
very
his
difficult for
TV.
family businesses out there these days, which is why I'm very excited to announce that Grandpa Willie's Cream Pies is opening up a second facility. Cream pies have kept my family going for generations. My dad taught me how to cream pie. His dad taught him. And me and my wife are very excited to show our kids how to do a proper cream pie. With this new facility, we're going to be offering new flavors such as double stuffed and my wife's favorite, chocolate. As we all know, it's very
like he didn't actually allude to the sex enough. Like, the punchline wasn't in there. He just had a bunch of setups. Like
it was just innuendo. The whole thing was innuendo.
Yeah, like it should have ended with him being like, "And I'm jizzing in these cream pies." In
Double
my
stuffed
opinion,
was
I would have
pretty
gone
good.
a little more on the head as far as.
I feel like Buzz King. I feel like double stuffed should have been the button versus chocolate. Where he's like he should have said chocolate and my wife's favorite double stuffed versus the other way around. I think double stuff is a better button.
I would have tried to do something like my wife and I are manually producing all of the cream for the cream pies, or like I would have made it like much more like tried to take it seriously, announcing that you're creating a sex shop that sells like sex cream pies. Like that would have been funnier to me than like, because that's what the joke was, but like he's just using innuendos instead of like
he could have said hand make the cream. I don't know.
Oh, I know what he's talking about. I just would have made it more like I would have gone one step further and like, because he was just talking about innuendos. I would have been like, oh, we are actually trying to sell like sexual cream pies as a product, and like talked about how the facility works.
That would reveal his bit as like clearly not being real. I think he's still.
I guess that's true because he's trying to fake people into thinking it's real. The other kicker and why you can tell it's not real is that there's no, like, it doesn't say Fox News or anything. It just has like a. Like that was the giveaway for the other videos. Is like he's always not like any TV show that would have like Fox News. This is who you're talking to. His is just a generic thing with his name on it. So like, he's definitely just producing that himself.
Yeah, but he got us on that first one. For a second, I believed that there was LARPers who tried to necromancy spell a dead body. So
I still also think that like even if that's a sketch, that's a funny sketch. Whereas the other ones I think missed the mark personally. But comedy is subjective. Other people might find his other sketches funny.
I mean, I enjoyed all the ones we watched so far. I thought the first one we saw obviously was by far the best, but like the other ones weren't like terrible. Still good. That's a good job making comedy. I love it.
King, you posted another one in Cadet Chat. Is it the same thing or is it different? Oops, I'm on the wrong window.
Lewis wants the more aggressive cream pie video though. What's the
Oh, that's a video he sent
it's
us.
like the next level of cream pie, like as far as the sex act. I guess like I shouldn't say that's nasty. Then
I just feel like the innuendo is like pretty obvious. And like the actual joke, because okay, I'll explain why I think it's funnier. Because like comedy is about subverting expectations. So when he says you're opening a second cream pie store, you're expecting him to open a second store selling cookies or whatever, because that's the expectation. So to subvert that expectation, even though you know the joke is already that like it's sexual and the innuendo, like to take it to the next step to subvert expectations would be like, no, we're actually like jizzing into fucking sandwiches or whatever. Like, in my opinion, that would subvert the expectations more, and it would be a bigger surprise, which is a better punchline.
Maybe.
But I'm not the comedy writer in our group. That's Paul. You'll have to ask Paul.
Yeah. I definitely liked the way that the necromancy one heightened.
That one, exactly, because the final punchline was subverting the expectations. I was not expecting there to be fucking glitter on the dead body, and that was amazing. Like the way ending saying my wife likes chocolate cream pies is just like, okay, like
even Buzz King and I were already agreeing the punchline was already a miss because like he led like his penultimate punchline was better than the final one, so he should have.
I still don't even think double stuff is subverting the expectation. That's just like we already know the joke is that cream pies are sexual, and then like so like that's not subverting that expectation because like that was set up at the beginning of it. So you got to like subvert that at the end to really land a knockout punch, in my opinion. Personally,
I feel like for that sketch, I would say the game of the sketch was to cram as many innuendos in as you possibly can while seeing.
I get that. I just do what Key and Peele does, and Key and Peele always has their game, and then like at the end of the game, it's like an even different game that's even crazier.
That's true. The game, like the button, should be like something that breaks the game, and that he missed that entirely.
I guess that's where I had an issue with it. Like the button wasn't surprising. It was just like, okay, this is just like a worse version of a joke you already did. It's not a good ending.
Yeah. I know.
Anyway, let's let's move on from criticizing some random person sketch comedy.
I spent too much time with Paul and watching comedy shows than know like all the comedy.
You know what? I have 0 sketches up, so they're better than my sketch comedy. I'll give them that.
Yeah, they are funny. I will give them that. All of those I enjoyed. I wouldn't be like, oh, nobody watched those.
Also, as you said, him filming the TV is like a very nice touch as far as like.
That's a good touch. Yeah, it feels a lot more like I'd buy it. You know, it's like, oh, this is on TV. Literally.
I think we won't play big time. We've gone for almost 3 hours. Next week we'll do some big time.
Yeah.
So our stream, I guess that'll be our stream. Let's see how we're doing on
Might do some big time
Shopify.
over the weekend too, though. I want to get my level up.
How do we see how many are left for our product?
Go to the products.
We have
There's
2
like a
left.
tab.
There's only 2 left of Neon Spice.
No way.
So that'll likely be sold out by Monday. So thank you so much, everybody, for the support. We appreciate it a lot.
2 in stock.
We'll be
you're
mailing
right.
those on Monday. And I'll do a marble race on Monday. We'll maybe just stream it in Discord. We won't do like a Twitch stream. But before we mail them, we'll do a race to decide who gets the shiny stickers. But that will be on Monday before we mail them. So you have until Monday. And after this, I'll try to get everybody the free claim codes. So with the free claim code, you will also be entered to win a shiny sticker.
Let's go. That's super cool. And then for next week, I'll be working on over the weekend. I'm gonna figure out how to do like another farm, and then see if I can build us a DAO so we can vote on some
We're
artwork.
going to work
for
in
next-
Wax Tower for the next one. On Tuesday, we got Lucas, who is the CTO, Chief Technical Officer. I don't know. We're going to have to ask him what it actually stands for. It's been one of my first questions. I mean
Yeah.
specifically for Wax, because that I know that it can stand for, because it can also mean Chief Technology Officer, or it
Yeah,
can be
makes sense.
technical. But I am curious, just specifically, what do you tell people is your job title? Because that'll be
Yeah.
our first question I ask him probably. But anyway, that guy's coming on Tuesday, and we're gonna ask him about Wax DeFi, like the Wax Ethereum / Ethereum position, and Wax governance, and all that stuff is over on Ethereum. He said they're probably going to move it back to Wax, but hasn't really given any more information on how that'll work. So we're going to try to pick his brain about that. So if you're interested in kind of like really technical behind the
One of
scenes
the
stuff,
other topics. Oh yeah, the other thing we were going to talk about was like the bridge, like how Wax manages its bridging, and you know he's basically the person to ask these questions. So if you guys have more DeFi or Wax related questions, we definitely have a great guest for that on Tuesday.
and yes, Buzz King, the 2x blends go to burn.neon. I will be DMing everybody. Like everybody, since you put your name on that form, I will DM you the instructions. And then if you follow the instructions, then I will DM you the Shopify code. But I will do that. I need to take like a food break and stuff after this. I'm running on fumes, but I'll do it a little bit later tonight.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Tuesday we got him, and then next Thursday we got Kitty on, and then next Friday maybe we'll play some big time. But
Yeah. Let me get my, let me
Yeah,
get my,
fun week
love- get my fucking NFT drop. Thanks
I'm
for
also
joining
down
us.
to play
Thanks for all the support on the sale. That's so cool.
some games this weekend. So if anyone wants to hit us up on, oops, I didn't mean to put a type form there. I meant to do Discord. My bad. If anyone wants to join our Discord that hasn't already, I'm going to be playing Blankos. I'll probably be playing some big time. So if you want to game with us this weekend, hit us up. I want to play Counter-Strike 2, but I don't have access yet. I also want to play friggin' the finals, but I don't have access yet. Before we raid into someone, I'm going to do our classic mirror thing. I'll do some squats,
I'm working on it about a minute. Trying to time it out so it like times
On
something
Scissor
new.
Brothers, they call this scissors. They do that to expel negative energy every episode. So shout out to my Scissor Brothers and Sisters, which is a really obscure podcast community that I do not expect anybody but myself to be in.
I feel like if I keep doing this timing, it's gonna fucking do a whole. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, nice.
Can you yodel? I see Monosuerte did a yodel AU, but yodeling's actually pretty tough as far as like singing techniques goes.
I fucked it up. Yeah, I can't yodel. No, I could try, but it'll sound like just like shrieky, like oh.
I thought at first he's doing the Cab Calloway. I thought he was doing a hidey, 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 hi. Hody, 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 ho.
Yeah.
But he's doing it. Yodel. I can't do the falsetto part because that's what it does.
Yeah.
Yodel is easy. We have to go from the yodel, the E, is falsetto. Yodel, yee-hoo. But my falsetto is trash, so I can't really do that technique.
Yodel, hee-hoo. I don't know. I can't do it either. I always think of Focus playing the song Hocus Pocus, where the guy like has that yodel.
We gotta watch that
That's
now.
probably the most. That's like the ultimate use of yodeling in a song, in my opinion.
This is
That's
worth
like
getting
a-
copyright claim too.
Yeah, we'll just get copyright claimed on this at the end. Also, that guy, if you watch him, he's literally like tripping nuts.
Fuck is the name of
Like,
the song? I just forgot even they said it.
called Hocus Pocus by Focus.
They're like a prog rock band from the 70s.
Yeah, there it
This
is.
is like one of my favorite original. Like, if you wonder what I was doing in middle school, it was watching this video.
This guy is
I'm not gonna
also
put the whole song. I'm just gonna play the ridiculous yodel part.
hit the yodel.
God, that song's fucking
Yeah,
ridiculous. But
that's a
again,
small
and then,
taste.
like,
You'll have to
he
pick this
got
one
a
up.
fucking flute solo the next time. You're like, okay, this guy's yodeling and like whistling, and then he just
Yeah. He's so good. Go to the last one. Go to the last one. The
Wild
last one
friggin'
just blows
prog rock.
my mind. You gotta go. You gotta do the whistling part too. The whistling part is just like fucking ridiculous.
That's got to be the
I
other
think it's
part
at the
that's
end.
watch.
It's after the flute solo because he does the flute solo, and you're like, okay, how's he gonna top the flute solo?
Oh yeah, and then he whistles.
Yeah, the whistle at the end with his teeth and shit. God, it's so good. Yeah.
The way his eyes bug out too.
Totally.
That, like, couldn't be
Dude, those guys are so fucking good. As like funny and ridiculous as it is, god damn, those guys are good.
Okay, now we're gonna actually raid into someone. Let's
Alright,
raid
I'm gonna
into
raid
CS Sully. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next week, or if you want to hang out, just hit us up in Discord. I'll be around. Yeah. But otherwise, we'll see you on Tuesday when we interview the CTO of Wax, Mr. Lucas. Can't pronounce
Thanks
his
for
last
doing
name.
that.
It sounds like Scandinavian. It's like Lucas Vilk something. He goes by Lucas Republic on Telegram, though, so that's easier for me to say.
Okay, we'll be joined by Lucas Republic. Thanks for joining us again, and thanks so much for the support on the sticker drop. Feels good.
Yeah. We'll have some updates next week. We'll have the next sticker. We'll let you decide it on Waxdow, and then we should have in like 2 to 3 weeks that sticker manufactured. So more VRL, more fun stickers, more fun stuff. And we also got Blockchain Boulevard is going to be closing this month, and it'll be our 2-year anniversary. So lots of good stuff coming up in April of 2023 for Neon Space. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for hanging out with us the last 2 years, and we'll see you all later. Peace out.
See you. Focus, hocus pocus.
All right, let's end this broadcast.